go.
Alright. So, last time on the Fabled Fallen, Strix woke up. Strix woke up. We thought she might be undead, but she's not. She spoke to someone named Gale while she was dead, but not dead, and brought her back to life, and she has weird feather tattoos on one arm now. Ravens. She's a raven girl now instead of an owl girl. Yeah. Uh, when we went to leave the inn, we found out that the city was on high alert, almost lockdown, because somebody somebody burned two people alive, and we put the pieces together that somebody was Cora, and it was the cultists that killed Strix and tried to kidnap Pip. So we got the hell out of Dodge and went to the reliquary and picked up another job there. And some of us we registered ourselves as members of the reliquary, and we took a job there to take cargo to Port Glass. And so we're on our way to Port Glass now, and we met somebody on our way there that couldn't really speak to us that much except for one word responses. I think that's just yes and no. And they gave us some papers with words on them, but only the original recipient could read them. They'd just burn away if they tried to give them away. And then once we spoke, they would burn away too. And once we got papers from each of the bags that the person was carrying, they walked away, and we forgot all about them. So maybe we didn't actually meet them. It might have been a hallucination. That makes sense. And that was everything that happened last time.
So, you are all gathered around your cart, nearing the end of the day. The rain still falling, if I can find it. There you go. You have maybe an hour left in your day's journey, depending on what you guys want to do, so we can bed down here, or we can continue to push on for that last hour. But you've all recovered Bon Bon from his temper tantrum that he apparently had for no apparent reason, and you can be prepared to move on.
I guess. Whatever everyone else wants.
How does the area we're in look? Is it just like sand everywhere, basically?
Yeah, it is. The desert's rolling and continuous. You do make a perception check.
Alright.
It's not raining too hard, so just a straight roll. 10. You see off in the distance that it eventually does change from sand to stone, but you can't really make out a whole lot of detail past that. And that this is a ways off.
Okay, like more than an hour off.
Probably on the verge of maybe half a day's going.
Ah, okay.
It's complete. There's no dunes in this section. It's mostly flat, so you've got a pretty good distance. With a 10, you wouldn't see it, but with Ragavir's passive, pardon, you do see light. You do see some lights from Kalium, just like standard fare for a city, But you do see one beacon very far away. Like you wouldn't be able to get to it tonight, but you do see it in the direction you're heading.
Okay. Would I see that with a passive perception of 14?
Your guys' passives would grab that.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so... How is everybody doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm kind of sleepy.
I'm fine, honestly. Like that was a really weird moment. Like I'm. Huh? Anyways, yeah, I'm fine.
I was thinking perhaps maybe we just set up camp here for the night, unless anybody else has any other ideas.
Fine with me.
I can't think of any other idea besides settling down.
Sounds good.
All right then.
Alright, so everyone's gonna bed down, make camp up around the cart. Grigory and Bunbun are fine to be affixed. Does anyone have any method for drying off, or are we just gonna sleep soaked?
Oh, it's raining right now?
It is raining.
It has been pouring for 2 days.
I don't have a tent, I just have a bedroll. Fuck.
Yeah, are there like any like
Is this a covered
enclave?
wagon?
We don't have a wagon, it's just Grigory himself.
No, you have the cart. It's just not. It's not tarped. It's not something you could sleep in. Plus, the cargo is loaded in.
Wait, we have a cart?
Mm-hmm.
We bought a cart for the cargo.
No, I think that
Yeah.
what we could maybe do
Sorry, I
is.
didn't remember that.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I didn't remember the cart.
What I think we could maybe do is I've got a bedroll. Maybe we could take some of the blankets from it and like make a tarp over our heads, since I don't really need to sleep. I can just like sit and meditate, and it's not good to like, you know, sleep in cold clothes. Oh, I can make a fire.
Does anybody have, what's that spell? Prestidigitation. Anybody?
No. I can make
Nope.
fire though.
A fire might be good to keep warm.
We
The
can all
I
just like take our clothes off, I guess.
we could get, I think the cart is a good idea as well. It would keep us out of the ground being wet.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna get out my bedroll, and I'll kind of like, what exactly is in a bedroll? Hold on.
It's basically a sleeping bag.
Okay, yeah, I'll unroll my bedroll and I'll give it to her to kind of like spread out.
Yeah, we can... How big is the cart?
If you're trying to sleep in it with the cargo, it wouldn't fit all of you. Even unloading the cargo, which is extremely heavy, it still wouldn't fit all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the cart should provide some protection from the rain, even though it's not a roof. There's like a wall.
Well, and I think maybe, what, 2 of us could sleep under the cart? Maybe?
I could sleep
Yeah.
under the cart.
I'm not going to sleep under the cart. If those items like fall down on me, I'm dead. No thanks.
We could maybe use some sticks, and we could fashion like a ledge from the cart with a bedroll and sleep under that, maybe. But then we would be sleeping on the ground, which is
Well, I've only got. That's just my bedroll. Like, I don't.
I have one as well.
Yeah, and we could, like, have some people share them out. Like, maybe what we could do is we could, like, spread them out. And, like, that way they cover more area. And then if everyone snuggles together, we can all squeeze in, I guess.
Yeah, we're just going to have to be very cozy, but that will also serve the purpose of keeping everybody warm.
Yeah. I'm gonna, like, take off my, hold on. My kind of outer layers of clothing. And so that I just have, like, my dress on.
I can use my quarterstaff to like help try to make a tent with the bedrolls and the cart. Like,
Are there any sticks nearby at all?
No.
I've just got a big quarterstaff.
Let me see if
And-
I have anything.
Rag, and I've got a quarterstaff that can help, and a bedroll. I don't mind sleeping on the sand.
I've got the bolts for my crossbow. I don't know if that helps at all.
No.
I think I think we're probably just gonna have to sleep in the rain for tonight. Unless it's gonna stop anytime soon. Because
Unfortunately, if anyone had checked, but nobody did, you guys have been traveling with it, so it won't pass until morning.
okay,
Well, guess we'll just have to deal with it.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Everyone-
how have you slept in the rain before, Gurk, out here in the sand?
Me, Girk, or Pit?
Oh, Pip, fuck, I'm so sorry.
You're good. I've definitely done it before, yeah, but I've been able before to find a couple of little like rock shelters, but it seems like there's nothing out here.
Keep traveling until we find something that like we could shelter under.
I think that would just make this a bit worse.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright, who's spooning who?
Yeah, who wants a spoon, Pip?
Asha and Valeska and Pip.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just
Asha would
gonna-
grab Pip
go.
and just like hold him like a little spoon.
He like curls up.
I'm gonna actually put my cloak back on and then pull my hood out over my face so that the rain doesn't drop directly on my face while I'm sleeping. It
Alrighty.
kind of like rolls off. And I'm not spooning anyone. I'll just, whenever I need to trance, I'll just like sit like crisscross style in trance.
Alrighty.
He's a weird fucking elf.
So, I need everybody, for the sake of this long rest, is anyone keeping watch?
Oh, I thought, yeah, we had 2 people keeping watch, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Ragavir will keep first watch.
Okay.
Alma can join him.
I can keep last watch.
And
I'll
then
do last watch too.
I'll do the second elf watch.
Okay.
I'll do the third watch.
I think 2 people are already doing it, so if you want to take the middle one, Strix.
I'll take the middle one then.
Okay. Make perception checks, my first crew.
22.
Nice. 14.
14.
Alma. Can you change your name on Roll20? Because I'm gonna end
Yeah, I just did.
Nothing much seems to catch your attention. You do notice that the rain is starting to get cold. The closer you guys have started to travel towards the coast, the temperature is starting to dip, especially heading north, which you'd be very familiar with. So it is cold, but you do also notice through the rain that light that Ragavir and Asha picked up in the distance rotates. So occasionally it gets a little bit brighter and then gets dimmer and brighter
Like
and then
a-
dimmer.
Like a lighthouse light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But other than that, not a whole lot. Is there anything you and Raggiver want to discuss before I move on to the next group?
No.
Nope, Ragger doesn't have anything to say. Sorry.
Yeah, neither does Alma.
I'm just given the option before I skip across. Second watch,
That'll be me and
Strix.
Strix. Yeah.
And Strix, you can make a new perception check. Nice. It's, feeling rain for the first time in many years. It feels great.
This is true.
But for the most part, nothing really catches your attention. It is the cold is starting to get biting as you get further into the night, though. Anything you two would like to discuss? The temperature is dropping, not significantly. Like, we're not dropping 10 degrees every couple of hours, but
Okay.
we're steadily. It's noticeable.
Okay. Cool.
Anything you two would like to discuss?
No.
Alrighty, swap off. That's gonna be Cora, Asha, and Pip.
I will. Cora and who has last watch?
I have last watch, and Pip
me
is
too.
the first one with you.
Okay, right. So I'll go ahead and roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then Pip.
Hockey?
21. Pip, you notice something interesting. While it's dark out and raining, it's especially dark this night, so your dark vision is actually being put to use a little bit. But you do catch a glimpse of something that you've never seen before for all of your years kind of spent out here. You see this little purple streak of lightning kind of go across the sky and the clouds and shoot northeast and disappear. You don't quite catch the origin of it, but you do see the trail of it.
So it goes northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like towards, like, not seeing where it goes, but like in the direction of Emberlyn, right?
Similar.
Okay.
You wouldn't really know anything past the
Yeah.
coast, but
Yeah.
you do see that.
And Core's awake with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pip kind of like taps at Core. It's like, did you see that?
See what?
There was like this purple lightning.
Purple lightning.
It went northeast. Yeah.
DM, have I ever heard of anything I would associate with purple lightning?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not good at that.
Nope.
Make an Arcana check. You're the smart one.
Pip would have no idea.
Yeah, no.
Well, shit. Are you? Well, okay.
You know, purple is a pretty good color.
She kind of just looks over at him and she's like, "Yeah, it's a pretty cool color. I like purple a lot. My dress is purple. I think it's one of my favorite colors.
It's also
That's
soaked.
nice.
Yeah,
It's probably seen better days.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's not much we can do about this right now. I'm just gonna kind of like put like a little flame ball in my head and just kind of like pull it close to my chest to keep me warm."
Sure. Anything else, or do we want to swap in Asha?
Oh, I guess
Hey,
it's Asha's
swap in.
turn.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Asha, you get awoken for the last hours. Momo,
Yeah, I just rolled.
18. Nothing but the biting cold of the rain, which is kind of similar to like a wet dog that's just kind of like waiting for this to be over. Nothing particularly of interest seems to catch your attention.
Hmm.
Keep doing my flame ball thing. Just like,
Sounds good. Pip.
yeah.
Hi.
As you are falling asleep, you hear the rainfalls just kind of pattering against you. And you've slept outside before. You've heard the rain. It's all nothing new, but tonight feels a little different. It feels a little darker. It feels a little colder. You feel eerily aware, but as the rain falls and you drift into the last hours of your sleep, you can hear yourself, you can feel yourself just rocking back and forth, like you're swaying, and the rain eventually turns into the sounds of crashing waters, and you just start to shiver. But 2 hours goes by and everyone wakes you up. And everyone awakes at this point, but I do need everyone to make Constitution saving throws except Ragavir.
Alrighty.
Ragavir, how come your mom lets you not make a Constitution saving throw?
Because he's a fucking lizard.
Well, I got a 6, Pog.
Because I bribed
20.
the DM.
Who did you bribe the DM with?
That's between me and him.
We need to do it for support, right?
Yeah, I need I'll roll for her. Voleska.
Viwiska.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need Asha. 14. So just Pip. And oddly fitting as your sleep is not particularly restful, but you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. The biting cold. You all wake up and your bones are stiff. It's uncomfortable. Even the meditators are affected. But only one of you comes out worse for wear. You all finish your long rest. And with that, the rain does pass in the early mornings. So we can have some different music for a change.
Since Pip was kind of like sleeping with Asha and Valiska, when they all wake up and stuff, Pip kind of like tugs on Asha like a little bit. It's like, I didn't get a very good sleep.
He's gonna pat him on the head and were you waking up a lot, or did you perhaps have some bad dreams? Or are you gonna be alright?
I mean, it was kind of like a mix. Some bad dreams, but also just some bad feelings.
I see. Well, she stops to think for a minute, and well, let's just be careful, so that nothing happens to you. Being tired can have some adverse effects on one's body and mind.
He kind of like forces a smile, but he's also like, I didn't like being that cold and wet. Just brought back. Ugh. And he like shakes his head a bit.
She places a hand on his shoulder and like smiles at him and gives him guidance that just makes him feel warm and fuzzy inside. I know it only lasts for a minute and it's not really gonna do much for him, but it's for the flavor. And she's gonna say, it's gonna be okay. everybody's here, and we will look out for you. We won't let anything happen to you, little one.
He does less of a forced smile, but he's definitely not on his A game right now.
Well, you all managed to gather up and dry off to the best of your ability, some of you wringing out your clothes. But we can gather up the rest of the cargo and continue onward. We are currently about a third of the way towards Port Glass. Who do I have that wants to make the rolls for the encounters?
I'll make one roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d4.
I can make the other one.
Okay, you can roll a d20. 7.
Before we set
Oh.
off on our way, can I cast aid on 3 people?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to cast aid on myself, Valeska, and Pip.
Okay, I will add that onto Valeska's sheet. That's 5 hit points, right?
Yes.
And what's the weather like right now?
It is clear. There's a light mist kind of on the sandstone. And the sand just kind of... It's not obscuring any vision. It's not, overly foggy, but you can see it. But for the most part, it looks like it's going to be a bright day. Cloudless. I'd say sunny, but there's no sun.
Okay.
Traveling onwards for the better part of about 3 or so hours. I think I might give you guys PTSD with this one, but it's all random chance. I don't do it on purpose. As you're walking along, Ragavir and Alma, kind of in the forefront of the group, you both spot a figure in the distance.
Oh no!
This one doesn't look normal, but you just see a figure 500 feet away, give or take.
What do they look like?
Make a perception check.
You got it, boss.
Can I make one too?
Yes, you may.
Make it one.
Yikes, that's not great.
Oh, rip.
Nope.
From this distance, you can't really make out a whole lot. You can tell that it's moving. The direction you can't quite make out, though.
What do you mean by not normal though?
It doesn't have the same proportions as if you were to see, say, Asha in the distance.
What proportions does it have?
It looks bulky, malformed even, but you can't quite see why or how.
Well, similar to the bug guy we saw earlier.
Not that you can tell.
Is it wearing a black cloak?
It is wearing a cloak. The cloak looks black, but you can't tell if it's from coloration or from dirt.
Okay.
So how would you all
Here,
like to
maybe
approach
you can
this?
You can do your I don't know, fly bird thingy.
Hey, you said it's how far away?
About 500 feet at this point. You
Okay.
guys can approach if you'd like.
I'll approach.
Okay. How close are we getting?
Close enough to get a better idea of what it is.
Yeah, I'll approach cautiously as well.
Okay, yeah, I need a number. I mean, technically, if you look well enough, you can see from here, but no one did. So I want to know how close we're getting.
Okay, so I will step away from Bonbon
Okay.
and summon a familiar, summon an owl,
I will help hold
send-
Bon Bon down.
send my owl 100 feet away from me, so 400 feet from
Gotcha.
them. So hold on just a minute.
Bon Bon
And-
gives you a look like Mother Y.
I'll take the use my action to see through its eyes and make another perception check,
Sure.
maybe. Okay, so and this roll is actually going to be one less. Okay, so 21.
Okay. The figure looks like it has limbs, like it is dressed, but the shoulder is like too high and too offset and bulky. The leg seems too small on the left side. The hands, like that you can see from underneath the cloak, curl and just sort of move forward. It's very unsettling to look at and very unnatural. But you do also see a large stone ring kind of in a necklace that just kind of drags in the sand. It looks like a Flintstone wheel that is like being carried around the neck.
Okay.
And it's just walking.
Is it walking towards us?
It is not. It is actually walking in pace with you, but it is heading a little off. So you guys are heading towards town. It's not. But it is kind of going in that same direction for however long it'll be doing that.
And
Okay, and
we're within, how far are we at this point? Like 100 feet, you said?
No, we're still 500 feet away, because Ragavir stopped y'all and sent his owl ahead. So owl is 400 feet away, we are 500 feet.
We should just get closer. He can't hurt us from like 100 feet away, can he?
Remember that one thing that we saw at the tower?
Yeah, is this at all reminiscent of this?
No,
Of
that was like armor and had a more. It was
That's right.
big, but it still had a human-ish shape. This does not. Right, this doesn't look humanoid, but it does at the same time. It looks grotesque. We'll put it that way.
I was saying that more as response to, as Alma saying it in response to Cora saying that it can't hurt us from a distance, and that armor thing definitely could.
I know what you meant. I was just
Yeah.
answering the dragon.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he doesn't really seem like he's gonna hurt us. I kind of just want to get close enough to cast message and see if he's headed the same way we are. Like maybe he's getting lost. We don't want him to get lost. And also he just looks kind of freaky and I want to see what he's about.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep my distance with Valeska and holding Pip in Valeska's hand, if they will let me.
Okay.
Yeah, Pip's holding your hand, yeah.
Are you
And
guys
I've got
just gonna keep...
Gregory by us.
Okay, so you're just gonna keep guiding the cart.
Yeah, guiding the cart, not going near what they're going near.
Okay.
Like we're keeping. She wanted to keep a safe distance,
Okay.
being
So
very cautious.
you'll keep on your path. If the rest of the group wants to split up to get closer, that is up to you guys.
Ragavir will stick with go with the people who are getting closer, and he'll keep sending his owl 100 feet ahead, just early warning
Okay.
kind of deal.
Right.
Alma's gonna go with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the two groups separate. The cart keeps going on its merry way. Gregory and Bon Bon both pay no mind to whatever the figure is, but the rest of you do approach. 300 feet, 200 feet, 100 feet.
Okay, I'll stop around 100.
Wouldn't the familiar have reached the thing at this point?
You
Yeah.
could if you wanted to.
I'm gonna keep
I'm keeping
glancing
the
at them
familiar
too.
100 feet ahead of us, and occasionally peering through its eyes, get a better looks. That way, we're because that's the entire point, is to get a better look before we get too close, so we have an idea or a better idea if we can of what we're walking into.
Okay. I have to
Your bird
sneeze.
see.
Before they, or as they're approaching that, like, Asha's gonna be like, bless you.
Oh.
She's gonna be
Bless
like
you.
keeping watch, like looking around and looking at the group, but like keeping an eye on where they're going, like glancing in their direction every moment or so.
Yeah, Pip like looks up at Asha's like,
Make a perception
you
check.
said we weren't supposed to split up. Should we just stay here?
Oh, well, we can stop and wait if you'd like. I just don't feel so comfortable getting close to whatever that is over there. Would you like to stop? We can do that.
Let's just wait until they're done with whatever they're doing, but just stop here.
Okay, we'll stop.
As you're focused on kind of keeping an eye out, like bearing watch while the rest are focused on this figure, you can just hear very faintly and very far away, you make out the sound of you don't quite see where it's coming from, but you hear it.
Like big wings, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I will let the two next to me know. Pip, Valeska, there's something that sounds quite large and winged nearby. We should keep an eye out to the skies as well. And she's like looking around the sky.
My. And he's like kind of like looking around too. But he's like a bit tired, so he's like blinking one eye and then the other.
Yep. The rest of the group?
We hear the dragon?
Nope, you don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm gonna. Ragavir, what does your bird see?
What does my bird see as we get closer?
Where are you sending it? To the front of it? Behind it? What have I...
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like up in the air, try and get it to like circle around, I guess,
Sure.
ahead of it,
Face.
to get a good look at. Because right now all we see is it from the back. Like I need to get a look at it from the front, see what that cloak is hiding.
Okay. As you get closer, the cloak itself is just this tattered mess. It looks more like a blanket than it does an actual piece of clothing. But as you get into the front, you can see it carrying this kind of marble, again, large circular ring that is held with a rope around the neck, and it's just dragging it along in the sand, and it kind of hobbles on these uneven legs, just kind of 1 foot, and then drags the smaller one, and then 1 foot, and then drags the smaller one. The hands just sort of gripped, and you can see they're more like every single finger is a different length than the other, and they all have joints. Some of them are jointed, some of them are not, some of them are triple jointed, and they just kind of grip awkwardly onto this little rock of marble. And as the
Like
bird
what's the size of this this rock?
probably akin to one of the wheels on the cart. It's fairly large.
Oh fuck, okay.
And as you get more around, you can make out details on the face, and you can see this kind of gray, ashen, wrinkly and sunken in the skull, mouth kind of hanging open, eyes look hollow and empty. You don't see eyeballs.
Does it look like undead?
Yes and no. Doesn't look like any of you've seen, but it doesn't look alive.
We're 100 feet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Message? Oh, you do your thing first.
Can we get within 60 feet so I can do divine sense?
You can if you want to. It's continuing
Yeah.
to move. It's very slow.
Yeah. I'll
Actually, as you guys have gotten closer, you can see there is a trail of where the rock has been dragged through the sand.
What direction did it come from?
It looks like it came not exactly where Kalian was, but maybe more towards the coast. However far it's traveled, you wouldn't know. But
Okay.
it was probably like you guys are going like this. It kind of came like this.
I see, okay. Yeah, can I get within 60, just 60 feet,
Sure.
and then
I'll go with her.
Divine Sense.
I'll go with her as well.
Okay. Par for the unusual. You pick up. Can you click the card for me?
Yeah, sure. One sec. Oh, I don't have Divine Sense on this. Hold on. I'll just copy paste it if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. You do pick up something, but it's weird. You do get celestial, but it's mixed, so you're not quite sure.
What do you mean by mixed?
It means it's more than just a celestial.
Like one of those three things combined, or a celestial and something else?
Celestial and something that you're not familiar with sensing.
I'm going to cast message, and I'm going to say, "Hey, how are you?"
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh no! I always have to do it. 12.
You all hear and see Cora hold up the wire and then point, and about a half second later, her hand jumps to the top of her head, and you feel like an ice pick just got drove straight through the center of your skull. And it's just a lingering migraine and pain. But
I think we maybe need to. Is that? What is that thing? What the fuck? Oh, I really don't want to do that again. There's something weird here. Naga, maybe we should like kill it.
Strix and Alma that are near it, you guys can see like tears forming in the corner of Cora's eyes as the pain just kind of continues.
Oh.
Maybe
You
we should.
all right?
She's just gonna kind of crumble to her knees.
Maybe we should leave it
Yeah,
be.
I'll.
We don't want to tangle with this.
Yeah, let's go. We're not doing this. Can you walk?
I'll help Cora to her feet.
Oh, not friendly, not friendly. I get it. And then I just let them walk me back to the group.
The pain slowly starts to fade, very slowly over the course of the next hour. But you regroup with Asha, Valeska, and Pip.
What was that? Did you find anything?
I mean, when we got close, I did my message thing, and it I don't know what the fuck it is, but it made my head started really, really, really hurting.
Well, it's a celestial and something else, according to what I did.
It's not friendly.
Celestial, that doesn't look like anything celestial that I've seen before.
Apparently it's a celestial, and there's also something else that I'm picking up on that I'm not able to figure out what it means. So it's
Some sort of corrupting force, probably.
maybe?
It's not friendly. I just don't want to deal with it.
That's understandable.
Valeska, can you make a just make a charisma, just a normal straight charisma.
Straight charisma check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just a 9, boss.
Just a 9. Never mind.
Maybe you've been doing much better, and I want to commend you for that, Cora. But maybe it would be a good idea to not cast a message to people you're not familiar with. some people might not take so kindly to voices in their head, especially unknown ones.
How far away are our little group?
From the figure?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Rejoin them.
yeah, you guys rejoined him.
Oh, okay. We're still 500.
Yeah, you're 500 feet. Actually, more at this point, because it's still continuing to just travel.
It's walking away from us.
Yeah, it is. It's continuing its path. You guys are going aligned with it, so you guys are
Okay.
going this way. He's going this way.
Okay.
He's
So I wouldn't be close enough to vibe check.
no.
That's what
You'd
you're saying.
you'd have to sprint for a little bit,
No thanks. I don't sprint.
or ride Bonbon into battle.
He's not big enough yet.
Nope. But it is slow. It's going maybe 10 feet. Doesn't stop though.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this thing with my eyes narrowed, but I'm not dealing with that alone, so
We should probably just leave it alone.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should just leave it alone. And like, the thing, like, it's not like I go casting message on people willy nilly though.
I know, and I wasn't trying to suggest that, but
I think
if
I've
I,
done it to someone I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like, you know, there are so many weird like supernatural.
What did it what did it do to you? Did it try to pry into your
didn't-
mind? Did it
No, I don't know. Did I get that sense at all?
did
DM?
it speak to you? Or
Make an Arcana check. You can actually just make a charisma check for this, because it has to do with your spell specifically. So, 10.
Shid.
That's high enough. The recoil you got from the spell feels like you tried to send something out and it hit, but it went through something you're not used to and came back way stronger than it was supposed to. So that's all you can pick up with a 10.
It's like, did I get the sense that it was malicious or anything?
No, you get the sense that you tried to breach a barrier that you've never experienced before, and then the spell itself recoiled.
It's like, I mean, it's only just a little quick trick spell, but like, it's like my brain like just like hit something that I wasn't like used to, and it just kind of like the spell kind of recoiled or failed. I don't think he was trying to hurt us, and honestly, if it like I would have gone closer, but like when it was hurting, I kind of thought he was trying to like be unfriendly to me, and now it seems like, you know, he's so far away. What's the point?
Just
Yeah.
as an aside as well, Ragavir, you would have noticed that it definitely it knew your owl was there, but it made there was no recollection of it whatsoever.
Okay.
That is the problem with invitations such as that. If you invite something in, then something else may also slip in the door.
I don't know if it was like that. It was more just like, you know, she agreed to fight somebody, and then when she went to punch it, it turned out to be a statue.
like,
Right.
access denied.
Like
And
hitting a wall.
she just hit.
Uh,
Expect
Like,
it to
have
hit
you ever
question.
walked into glass? Not saying that I have, but have you ever walked into glass?
I don't think so.
Maybe it's like that.
I think I don't know, because most things that you think of as being like, you know, like maybe he was like a robot, or like some, you know how spells can like bring to life like things that can move and do things sometimes. Well, I thought at first it might be something like that, but I don't know. It just seemed weird from what these two described. I mean, it's not. There's not really any point in pondering about it unless we're gonna go investigate it more. But it was headed that way.
Today is not a good
I
day to deal with
agree.
this.
Okay.
Well, if we're not going to deal with whatever that abomination-looking thing is, then we should continue on.
Sounds good to me. Are you okay to keep going, Cora?
Oh yeah, I'm not a wuss.
She
She,
says,
like,
one tear
gives you a
rolling down her
thumbs up.
cheek.
I like try. I'm gonna like wipe it off discreetly to look so that nobody notices.
It's like a super migraine. It's fucking horrible. But you can function normally, it just hurts.
I'm not a wuss.
Strix. About 600 feet in the distance, as you call it an abomination, you can feel its feelings get hurt a little. You can all...
Well, that thing's a
hell?
transgression of nature, apparently, so...
Holy shit.
It's like, what the hell, guys?
It turns around and starts sprinting at you.
It's that one gift.
Who,
Oh my god.
who wants to make the next checks? As you guys continue on for another 3 hours.
I
A
need to check.
D4? Where is it?
A D4 and then a D20.
Okay, I'll roll d20. You roll d4.
Grigory's getting hungry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Gregory.
Do we, like, have food for Grigory?
Nope.
Of course
Can
you
we
do.
give
I
him a
have
good berry?
rations. I have rations.
Yeah, say he can have a good
Doesn't
berry.
he need, like...
Oh, can I retroactively say that I cast good berry before our long rest? Dispersed good berries?
No, fuck you.
No. Okay. Then I'll cast good berry and disperse good berries to everyone, including one for Grigory. Keeping my
Bless.
distance from fucking Bon Bon.
Good berry for a good boy.
Can I want to give it to him, please? Or no, maybe you should. Maybe you. Yes, you should give it
I
to him.
think I need to repair my fractured relationship with our donkey.
Yes, yes, you do.
And I give him the good berry.
Oh. Well, this is fun.
Explodes.
Oh no, he's allergic.
No.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the encounters. I wasn't paying attention to you feeding Bun Bun. Or Grigory,
I'm
sorry.
feeding-
Grigory looks at you
Oh, now you're doing it.
and he stares.
Hello, old friend. And I pet Gregory on the nose very gently.
He gives you a
I know you like these. And I hold out the good berry.
he opens one eye and looks at it.
I make like I'm going to eat it, and then I put it in front of him.
He eats it.
Good boy. Good boy. You know I still love you. And she's like tousling Grigory's beautiful hair.
He steps on Bun Bun and continues onward.
Good talk. I gently push him off on keep going.
He squishes like a squirrel. And then
Reminds me of
reinflates.
one of those toys that like you squeeze and it like the tongue comes out.
Very similar, very similar. It's like roadkill except it, reforms. Poor Bun Bun.
Oh my god.
God. Don't squeeze him.
He's a chinchilla. Have you ever squished a chinchilla? They can get flat.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
they
go
grow-
around squishing chinchillas.
They go flat.
You should. It's therapeutic.
My old roommate had one, and it would
I
escape
wish I
its
could be
cage
within
and go back
squishing
in it.
distance of a chinchilla.
What did we
Want to squish
encounter?
a chinchilla?
What did we encounter?
Death.
No.
You travel on
I've
for.
already done that shit once.
Oh my god.
You you travel on for the better part of about 4 hours. The plane of fire moving its way towards the other end of the world. And all of a sudden, you all hear Grigory. His hoof kind of goes. And he stops, confused.
we on something?
I gotta look
Yeah.
around.
You can see Grigori is currently standing on wood.
Oh. What have you got there? Can I look down and see like what it is? Is it like in the sand?
It is partially buried, but from what you can see a little handle. Just a little bit away from Grigori's hoof. He kind of like lifts up his foot and kind of shuffles off of it.
Grigori, is that what is that? I'm going to like start dusting it off and see if like I can like pull the handle in any way. Like, is it like a door? Is it like a chest?
It looks like a hatch. And as you go to
Okay.
pull it, you realize the door is much bigger than you thought, and it's currently very buried in sand.
I think this will take some work, but there's something here.
We should try and get the sand off of it.
Yes. Could you all help me? Hold on. Oh, you know what? She stands up and she's going to like take a wide berth from it. She's gonna take her gigantic fan off her back and just start fanning the sand away.
Are you gonna turn it into
Not
the big?
into anyone's face, but
Are you making it
I'll ask them to move.
the big version or just the big regular?
yeah, the big one.
Okay. Whing.
Just like fan the sand away.
Yeah, easy enough. Over the course of about 3 to 5 minutes. Pardon me. Howie. You do manage to uncover what looks like a bulkhead door. It's probably 10 feet. The hatch itself, 10 feet long and 3 to 5 feet wide. You can't really get a good estimate because it's partially broken, but it is uncovered.
Well, this is massive. What do you think is inside there? Can I try and lift the handle?
Sure.
Is it like?
Make a
Is it
strength?
it's just wooden?
Yeah, it's just wooden.
no!
Can I try to help
I'll
her?
help her, please.
Oh, yeah. You help.
Anyone else can
I-
lift it.
I did a lot of fanning earlier, and she like kind of steps back and like puts a hand on her hip, like.
Yeah. I'll
You
bend
did-
down to
you did good.
grasp the handle, and if somebody wants to help me, I'll welcome
Strix,
the help.
you bend down and kind of grab the handle, and you're like, "Oh, it's gonna be heavy," and you just sort of like, you don't really try and like lift it up, but you do the motion and it just starts going with your hand. You're like, "Oh, it's not heavy at all."
Oh. Yeah, I just sort of lifted up like that. Wasn't that heavy?
Hey, I'm made for dancing, okay? Not lifting. She like looks kind of self-conscious.
She says in her splint mail armor.
It's okay.
Magical
Mm.
scent.
You exerted all of your energy fanning, so it's okay.
For understanding me, my friend. And she
Cool.
puts a hand on Ash's shoulder.
I will rip into
Yeah,
everyone
well,
for their
I'll-
negatives.
I'll sort of open this a little ways and peer in. Do I see anything?
You look down, and strangely, it looks like a straight drop, which is unusual, but you can see the floor about 15 feet down. But you can just see stone. Like it's just straight. It's not cement, but you can tell it was like brick inlay. But like a grayish stone that was like chiseled.
So we can only see the space that's like directly above, or like can we kind of like see into?
You can see like portions of it. It's like an open area, so you can only see stone at the moment. Like you can't really see the innards of it.
Is it one? Well, can we tell if it's one room?
Nope.
Because
Can I
it's like
light a
dark,
torch and
or-
drop it in?
Sure.
What do I see now?
You drop it in. More stone. You're looking directly down into a square.
But I mean, I can like kind of like duck my head in, right?
If you want to peer your head in, you can.
I'll be like, okay, Alma, I'll lay on your back so you don't fall in that easy. And if we fall, we'll fall together.
I could just lift you in, Cora.
But what if you drop me?
I'll fall in after you.
Okay. Lift me up.
You grab Cora by the ankles and like dipping an ice cream cone into sprinkles, just kind of like lower her in to
Yeah.
the room.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Well, what do I see?
Well, first off,
was going to suggest just dropping a torch in.
she did.
We did do that. I didn't.
I
change
already did
anything.
that.
Oh.
Listen, Alma and Cora have like negative brain cells when put together.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah,
They're,
Strix is like,
they're the fucking dumb and dumber of the group.
Make a perception check while upside down, being dangled in an empty room, confused, alone, in the dark, above a
Hey,
torch.
okay.
The torch is there, so it's not dark.
Oh fuck!
You see a lot of dust and a lot of cobweb.
A lot of dust and a lot of cobweb. Wait!
Hey, do I-
Spider! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out!
Hey,
Is
do I
there
still
a
have my familiar?
playback?
You do. No, sorry, you would have been traveling for a few hours.
Do you want some light down there? Or...
There is
Can I
light down
summon-
there.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Gonna summon
You threw the
another owl.
torch down.
Send
Yes.
it down there.
You summon another
I
owl.
had starting to get dizzy. Pull me up. Pull me up.
Alma will pull her up and out.
You drop her
Woo! Oh my gosh.
onto the
There's
torch.
There's spiders down there. I don't know how big they are.
So, can Ragavir look around down there as an owl?
Yes.
Wait, you dropped me on there?
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Okay.
kidding. You're fine.
You're out. You're on the sand.
You send the owl
Okay.
down there.
Whew. I didn't expect being like upside down to be so distressing. I wonder how
That's-
bats do it.
That's 9.
Oh, no.
You see a lot of cobwebs and dust.
biologically
Great rolls
designed.
today, gang.
Are you sure we should be messing with this? I don't.
Oh, can I
If
do
there's
divine sense?
anything but cobwebs, is it like cobwebs of like a big spider or a little spider?
On
Stop
9,
talking about spoilers.
on a 9, there's just cobwebs.
Can I do divine sense, please?
Okay, you sense the stone below you, because you have to be in the room.
I have to be in the room. I
Yeah.
can't be.
It's blocked by any kind of, barrier.
I'm gonna get
Even if I
my.
duck my head in.
If you want to get on your knees and duck your head in, you need to tell me.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Okay, that's my fault then. Can I do that
Yes, you
retroactively or?
peer your head in and you detect undead, and you do detect undead. You get
Nice.
2.
2 undead.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Oh,
kill them.
and can I do a perception check since my head's down there, or is that not?
2 people have already done it, so no.
Okay.
You
That's fine.
see a lot of cobwebs and dust.
Is it
Maybe
just
we
the-
should kill them.
Wait,
What?
I
haven't told you
agree.
guys yet. I haven't told you guys yet that there's undead. Is it just the one room that I can tell them in, or?
Well, you can't sense into other rooms, so.
Well, I mean, like, it's just not behind, like, total cover, so, like, if there's a doorway or something, I could... Well, okay, yeah. I guess not.
I play by the rules.
Well, I don't know, maybe they're standing in the doorway or something.
No, you pick up that there are 2 readings.
Supposing.
There's just 2 down there? Okay, that's fine. And... Can I tell how big the room is, at least, or no?
Nope.
Can I
Throw
tell
a
where they
firebolt
are
down
here?
there.
You can tell they're down there.
Just down there.
Yep, it doesn't. I don't believe it tells you the exact location.
Nope, I know the location.
Okay, they're ahead of you, like 20 or so feet. You do know they're not making any attempt towards you. They're not moving.
Okay. 20 feet in front of... What does that mean?
If you drop down, turn around. There's 20 feet that way.
Okay, cool. I will convey that to the rest of the group that there's 2 undead down there.
Okay.
Are we wanting to take care of them, or?
I'm kind of not in the mood to take care of them.
I vote we leave them be.
You don't see
Seems
anything
like-
of worse down there. Nothing at all?
Well, maybe, but
I don't think it's worth it at this point.
He just kind of gestures towards the cart and gestures towards the general direction of Port Glass and just shrugs.
Like, maybe, like, go and drop this stuff off before we... I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah, can we just come back to it?
This is one of those things where it's a random hatch in the middle of the desert. It will be very hard to come back to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the tower.
I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna say, I could throw a fireball in it and we could see what happens.
And what if there's something that can explode down there? What if there's like a whole thing of like oil or something?
I looked down there and like I didn't see any, but I'm gonna stick my... Oh, well, I guess I can't. We can't do any more perception checks.
We could maybe stand back and you can do the fire.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
Or we could leave.
Just for reiteration for everybody, I do limit skill checks unless you approach it from a different, I just to stop 7 people going, oh, maybe I can unlock the door,
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, we tried like grabbing me by the ankles and dropping me in. We tried the regular approach. Maybe I could just stick my head in this time?
You'd have to go in. If you want another roll, you need to be in the room.
Okay.
Hold on. What if I like cast something like an illusion down there? Make it appear as if there's something?
Oh, I know what we should do. What we should do. Well, we can already see into it, but what if I've got some rope. What if we like make a little have you ever used a well before?
Used a well?
Yeah. Well, I can make a little loopy thingy for my foot, and then y'all can like hold on to the rope and like just dip me down there real quick. Or dip someone else down there. I don't know if we should do me, but I'm also fine with it being me, because she just kind of shrugs. Why not?
Willingly put you in danger of something we don't know is down there.
How about
what if there's something
we
cool?
try the illusion first, so that you don't get cooked or whatever will happen to you.
You can try that first.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to cast a little minor illusion of Bonbon down in the thing.
Oh, poor
Down in the hole.
Bonbon.
It's just an illusory Bonbon.
Alone in the dark and naked and afraid.
Oh no, he's not naked, he's very fluffy. I would be really scared to see what he looks like if he was naked.
You summon the image and he appears.
Is there any sort of reaction?
That's all you get.
There's something down there, but whatever it is does not appear to be very aware.
I mean, they're definitely undead, or at least 2 undead that I was able to identify down there, so...
We don't know what kind of undead.
What?
I mean, like zombies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't there be like... Is it like... What about that Minotaur? What if they're like super strong and bad?
You mean like
Then you
different...
lift me out.
Huh. If you want to risk yourself, sure.
Can I see any of the undead from where I'm at?
Nope.
No? Okay. So you would probably have to... Well, you would have to stick yourself in there if you wanted to hit them or anything other than what we've already done.
The owl's still kind of like hopping down next to the fake Bonbon.
I can't believe your owl can't see what's going on. I'm gonna kind of make a little loopy on my rope, and like for me to kind of like stick my foot in so that they can like lift me up and down.
Nope. Around your waist, not
Around
your
my waist.
Yeah.
Okay. I tie it around my waist.
Okay, it's like a horrible corset, but you do it.
I've worn worse. Okay, lift me down, baby.
Alma sighs and then starts lifting her down or
You start lowering her down.
lowering. Yeah.
It's again only like a 15-foot drop, so your feet touch the ground pretty soon.
Okay, and I look around.
Alma's keeping a tight grip on the rope.
You can.
I'm gonna grab the end of it and help Alma.
Okay, make a perception check.
With advantage.
From
no.
what, your hope?
The torch is still down there.
It's true.
I'm going to light my hands on fire to try and see around me.
That whole 5 feet really paying off. You see a lot of shadows and a lot of
Wait, I have dark vision.
objects. You do.
And it's still not working?
You guys can perceive what you can perceive. You see a lot of obfuscated objects, boxes, different types of shapes, but you're having a hard time making out details. You can tell that there is stuff in this room.
Is there anything moving, though?
Not that you can see. You do hear the groans coming from the direction Alma mentioned, but nothing is coming or moving.
Can I see if I have a clear shot? So it's that dark in here that I just can't see anything.
You can see. There's nothing to perceive. There's nothing catching your eye at the moment.
Alma's gonna call down after her. How big is the room?
Do I know how big the room is?
It's actually quite large. How you have 30 or 60 feet dark vision?
Let me check.
I think it's 60 feet.
I have 6 feet. I have 6
Typically
feet.
60.
Okay, you can just barely make out the wall on the other end from the direction you're facing. Behind you, it's about 20 feet to the wall.
Do I see any like wall lamps or anything?
You do see a spot where a lantern or a torch would sit, but there is currently nothing in it.
I'm gonna go and put one of my torches in it.
Okay, you're gonna have to walk to the wall, so it's gonna be about a 20-foot walk, but you all watch as Cora just turns and starts walking a little bit out of view.
Is she wait, hold on. Which direction is she walking, away or towards the
She's not getting any
Okay.
closer to them.
I see.
She's
Okay.
just going towards one of the walls, but you can set the torch in it. You can illuminate. You start looking around. You can see crates and barrels.
And can I see any more where the zombo is?
No, you can't see them.
Or where the undead is? Or anything moving?
Don't see anything moving.
I'm gonna walk around and just kind of try and place torches.
There's only one other place, and it's on the opposite end, but you can do that, and you can see more
Okay.
barrels.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Hey, Alma, which direction... I'm gonna go back to the beginning and I'm gonna say, hey, Alma, which direction is that undead in?
She yells up to the rest of you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt in that direction.
Okay, you fire and you hit the wall. It's a burst of fire.
Oh, they're invisible, aren't they?
I can fix that. If you let me know where they are.
Okay, I'm gonna do Divine Sense again.
Sure. You stick your head in. You let go of the rope and stick your head in. Same.
Someone else is still holding on to it, right?
Yeah, Asha's got it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You can do it. You sense him in that direction. With the torchlight and the extra help, you can sense that whatever it is like, it's just behind some of the crates in the back. Both of them are in the same location,
Okay.
but there is no movement or no discernible thing that you can make out or detail.
Investigating some of the crates.
Do we hear any of the noises still coming from that direction?
You can hear the occasional like groan, and as Cora starts throwing fire randomly, it gets a little exasperated, but it doesn't really change.
Okay. I'll point out that area to Valeska.
Okay.
Would it-
So before I do that, I'm going to armor of Agathis myself, but then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire down where she said the pings she got were, and that's everything in a 20-foot cube.
Okay, you can see little lights kind of like fall and glimmer, and you can see an illumination coming from behind a section of crates that Alma pointed out.
Oh,
You see
Okay.
anything?
I'm gonna go around and try and go into that direction.
Okay. You
Alma's
guys-
gonna cast Shield of Faith on. Wait, does it have to be touch?
No, that one's got a
No.
range.
Yep. So, Shield of Faith on Cora.
Okay. You see that divine energy kind of swirl around, and you make your way over towards where the light's coming from, and give it a wide berth, and kind of look over, and you can see two undead crushed underneath one of the crates, just laying there. Both, as you approach, both kind of turn their head. They're giving off like this light luminescence from the fairy fire, and they just look at you and start clawing at the ground, but they are unable to move.
I'm gonna shout back up towards the ceiling. Hey, I think they're crushed under some crates. And I'm
Well,
gonna
that'll be.
Do you want to kill them? I can only hold this for a minute.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill them, and I'm gonna get my dagger out. Well, I'm actually gonna get one of my. I'm gonna shoot him in the head with my crossbow.
Okay, easy enough. They can't move.
You have advantage.
You don't gotta
Yeah.
roll. Thunk thunk. Mark 2 bolts off.
Yeah, like beginners.
Oh, actually, you can get them back. That's fine.
What?
Yeah, you dispose of them. The light fades from the fairy fire.
Okay, and I'm gonna just look through the crates.
Okay, make an investigation check. There's a lot of stuff in this room.
I'm gonna like shout back up. Hey, if y'all want to come help, there's a lot of stuff here.
Should
We'll
I
walk
not keep
down.
holding the road for you all so we can get back out of that mess?
Yeah,
Would
we'll
it-
have
does,
one person hold. We'll have one person stay up there and hold the rope.
does it look like if we went down we'd be able to jump up? How deep is the hole?
It's 15 feet in.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Jumping, probably not, but it's...
Taking the rope down. Okay.
If someone just stays outside, it's easy enough for someone to jump up and grab their hand.
Okay, I'm going to stay outside. I'm going to tie the rope to the cart, and I'm also going to hold the rope as well.
Okay. On the 9 investigation, you pry open one of the crates and you see a lot of glassware, bottles, all empty.
I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Like, how many do you think I could reasonably carry?
It is a bunch of glass bottles. You can carry 20 if you want to like max
I'll get
capacity.
I'll
but-
get 5. I'll get 5.
Okay, you grab 5 empty glass bottles.
Okay, and I'm gonna look in another crate.
Is anyone willing to speed along this process? I can sing you a song.
Yeah, I'll hop down and start looking through crates
Okay.
as well.
You
Okay.
have bardic inspiration.
Make another investigation check.
I'm not feeling so well today, so I
It's okay.
don't think I should.
Do you want to stay up here with me? Tip,
He like
or
nods.
tip down. Okay.
Yeah, who is making that
Strix.
investigation check? Okay. Yeah.
You got bardic inspiration. Oh shit, you don't even need it.
That. It's to that, so that if we can get something, it'll.
You have it for the
Like-
next 10 minutes.
Well, Okay.
You you start going
did you
through some
want?
of the crates with Cora, and it takes you the better part of about 10 minutes before you realize it's liquor storage. Everything down here is probably used to create liquor, and the barrels probably contain it as well.
Can see if there are any like alchemy or sciencey kits relating to that I can snack.
There are no kits, but there are like I'm not familiar with how to make mead, but you can
19 honey, maybe.
yeah, you can find
Yeah.
tools in which you can put liquor together and let it
Ferment.
Ferment.
If
Thank
she
you.
finds like brewer supplies.
Yes.
I'm gonna get like some brewer's supplies.
Sure.
Okay, and then I'm going to fill my bag up with the most expensive alcohol I can find.
Throw my bag down. Can you get me some booze?
Do you guys want to carry out some kegs? Because they're not really keeping bottles here.
Fuck.
Well, you have the empty bottles. Fill them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. When I look at it, do they have anything of like strong liquor, like the expensive stuff?
So, all of the fermented fruit-based ones, the ones that probably taste really good, gone.
Yeah.
Completely undrinkable. The second you take off the lid on one of the barrels, you're like, oh, no.
Poison.
Yeah, it's basically poison at this point. But
Be really careful how you bottle this.
the hard-based liquors, like the rum that's been aging in the barrels, probably good to go.
Ooh.
Probably expensive too.
I'm gonna fill up as many bottles as I can carry, and I'm gonna fill both me and Valeska's bag, and I'm going to shout up, maybe we can put some on the cart.
You think sell them?
I think
I
we
reached
could.
down to grab my bag from her and like lift her bag up if she needs me to.
Make a strength
I
check.
think. Oh.
You.
Really?
No, she manages to pull the bag up, though she almost slips in, and Ashley kind of like has to like, whoop, just easy.
You know what I think we should do? I think what we need to do is we need to put as many fucking bottles as we can get on, as we can load up onto that cart and onto our purses, and we need to get this shit, cause.
Bear in mind, you have a donkey and a gallant that isn't fully grown pulling this cart. They're already almost at max, just pulling the cart.
That's why I said like as many as we can carry.
You're looking at, if you could get a keg out, probably that would be the limit. So you can get like a keg's worth of this stuff.
Then let's do that.
Oh. Well, why do
each-
we need this alcohol exactly?
So
For
we can
selling
sell it.
and drinking.
Did you
know,
find anything
Okay.
good down there?
Mostly just booze.
Oh,
Yes,
see.
I suppose we could sell it for a profit.
Okay, and so I'm gonna, and then how much could we like carry individually?
Full bottles, probably 5.
Okay.
Like in your satchels, assuming you don't have anything else in there. If you've
Well, like,
if
with
you've
all
got
the
like
stuff, all
adventurer's kit and torches and all that stuff, you're probably looking at maybe 2 bottles each.
That's fine. That's fine. And then I can maybe get like 2 bottles each for us, just for ourselves, and then we could sell what we put on the cart. Does that sound good?
Can Alma carry more than that?
You're working with a limitation on space, not so much
Our
horsepower.
third pack horse, Alma.
You can carry
Okay.
like 4 in your hands if you're so obliged.
No, she's holding her.
Okay, so I'm gonna like, my plan is to just like fill up the bottles and like stick them in like Valeska's bag and then just hand it back up to her, and then that's how we'll
Yeah, you
get
can,
all of the bottles there.
You can relay it. It's not that hard.
Okay, and then how many bottles would that be on the cart for selling?
On the kegs worth, you're probably looking at 25 bottles total.
And this is rum, right?
This is hard rum, yes.
Okay.
It is hard
Okay.
aged liquor.
Okay. All right, good to know.
But over the course of the next hour, you can spend some time filling it up and carting it off. You guys load it up.
Yes.
What's up?
You.
Strix takes a sniff of some alcohol and just recoils.
That's about
What,
right.
you don't like it?
No, it's just stronger than I had anticipated.
Don't do that in front of the customers.
Shot, shot,
It's
shot,
expensive
shot, shot,
stuff.
shot.
Is there
What
anything?
time of day is it? Sorry.
We're approaching nighttime at this point. It's stopping to procure all of this. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in this room, or are we just filling the booze and getting out?
We could go down here. Does it look like it's going to rain?
No, it looks pretty clear and actually probably good for the next couple days.
Oh, okay.
Hey, before we go, can I check the pockets of the people that were crushed?
Sure. The legs
Okay.
themselves are actually pinned underneath the crate, so you'd have to move the crate to get to the pockets.
Yeah.
But you can look like in their clothes if you're not
Yeah,
willing
yeah.
to move the crate.
Can I try and move the crate?
Make a strength check.
Okay.
You
Fucking
try to beat the
17!
crate.
A 17. Cora's greed
Okay.
really drives her. The absolute necessity for her to just make a little bit of more copper. Just like Strix, you watch her just kind of like Popeye arms all of a sudden and just start lifting the crate.
I want more
I'm
too.
scared but impressed.
You do manage to lift it up and then like with all of your leg strength just push it enough so that you can get to the absolutely crushed leggings and pants.
Okay. And I look in all of their pockets and everything. Any jewelry, I'm taking it.
You do find 2 rings,
Okay.
both platinum.
Whoa.
You
Okay.
do find a key, but you're not sure what it goes to. It's a small golden key with a silver inlining, and then it's got 3 teeth. That's what you find.
Can I like look around the room really quick to see if there's anything that would match that?
You can make one last investigation check.
Okay.
Rip.
You don't.
17 fucking strength and okay.
You don't. I mean, your greed drove you, but your curiosity is lacking.
That's it's supposed to be the opposite.
I know.
Well, it's actually supposed to be but
But you don't seem to find anything.
Hey, I found this random ass key. I don't know what it goes to though.
Is there another room, or is it just the one?
Is there another room?
You
I thought that there
between
was a
all the
doorway.
no, that's just what Alma mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Through yours and Strix's investigation, you didn't seem to find anything. Based on how the door was broken up and then how the hatch is placed, you gather the house that was this is probably a cellar, and the house itself is just no longer.
There aren't any like stairs or anything?
If you look up at the hatch, it looks like there was probably supposed to be some kind of rope ladder that came down. As well as there are, well, you wouldn't be able to tell from anything further, but you do see like little bits of like rope strand.
So to clarify, the only people that are still down, that are currently down in the cellar, are Cora and Strix, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can't see anything that this might go to, so I guess we just gotta go. I'll keep it though. And can you describe the ring for me one more time?
It's 2 platinum rings. There's no engravings.
No, I'm sorry, the key.
Oh, it's a gold key with a silver inlay, so it's got like a silver down the center, and then it's got 3 teeth.
Are the platinum rings wedding bands?
Yes.
Oh. That's sad.
I take them with
My God.
me. Okay, lift me
It's-
up, baby.
And it's becoming like nighttime, right?
Yep.
Um,
We'll lift her up.
Yeah, you lift both of them out, no issue.
Yeah.
Pip looks at Ash, she's like, "Can I sleep with you tonight again?"
Look, he's looking at Asha.
Yeah.
She looks down and like pats him on the head. Of course you can sleep with me again. Of course, I'll protect you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is anyone sleeping down there? Because, Valeska, I think you said that you wanted to, right?
Well, we could, but there are dead bodies down there, and I think maybe if there is no rain, then there's no reason.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
before we leave this room, I just sort of want to take a glance around. How old is this place?
Make a intelligence, just a straight intelligence roll.
I don't know.
It could be anywhere between yesterday old and very old.
So, are we just gonna do our watches like last night?
That sounds good to me, unless anybody else wants to do different. Maybe we can let Pip sleep and not take a watch tonight, though. I think he's...
Would you like a lullaby? I can help you sleep, and I can take your watch.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Is it like we can go a little bit longer, or are we going to
You can go a little bit longer. That's fine.
Okay.
Got about 2 hours left in the day. Or of light, rather. But you guys continue onward. Moving along. Grigory and Bonbon definitely notice the added weight. They start going. Towards the end of your 2 hours, you do notice that the sands is starting to give way. And you guys are all starting to reach the Shatter Shore. The coast of glass. Looking along, you can see that the sand gives way into this obsidian-like sheen. Court, you probably have crystals in your in your room. Is that a fair guess?
No.
Oh.
What are you thinking about me?
I don't know. I thought you had tarot cards and stuff. I thought that you
I do
normally
have tarot cards.
they don't go hand in hand. You don't want to like.
I got candles.
If anyone has mood rocks or any of those fun gemstones, that like clear sheen that is on the end of them, the ones that have been like worked on.
Your dice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These are my crystals.
It looks very similar to that. So much so that you can actually see your own reflections perfectly if you just look down into the stone. But it continues onward towards the light that you're heading towards. It's not particularly comfy to sleep on, but the majority of you have bedrolls. But you can bed down along the Shatter Shore for the night.
I'll take I'm doing first watch.
Okay.
I'll be with her.
Ragavir, do you want to do a duet for Pip? And I pull out my accordion. Sit cross-legged. Start playing.
Fucking accordion lullaby.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Well, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And I'll just give her advantage on her performance check for performance because
You don't.
Ragavir's performance is ass.
You don't need to.
Okay.
There's no stress
Rolled
whatsoever.
anyway.
Okay.
Oh no, a +7? Oh. Hey. I just wanted to see what it would be.
You give Pip these docile, comforting tones of a fucking accordion. I don't even know what that would sound like.
I don't understand why it's so weird. I used to get accordion lullabies all the time.
The rest of you have a hard time sleeping, but Pip, like a baby.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like-
sounds just like home. I love it.
Right?
Perception checks from the people getting watch?
Yep, hold on.
20?
20.
9.
Looking out, you can actually start to hear the waves kind of crashing against the shore. You can kind of start to gather like where the sheen comes from, like the saltwater spray kind of hitting the very strange rock formations probably the erosion of it kind of gives way to this nice coating. But don't seem to notice anything in particular. However, you do also pick up on that little purple streak of lightning. Don't see where it comes from, don't see where it originates, but you just catch it zooming past over your head.
In what direction?
Same as Pip saw, northeast.
Well, I've seen it before.
Nope.
Do I still see the lighthouse? Or,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
You can
Yes.
see the lighthouse in the distance. It's much closer at this point. You can definitely tell it is a lighthouse at this point.
Cool. Alma's gonna share the purple lightning to Ragavir. Ragavir, do you have any idea what something like that could be?
Does Ragavir have any idea what that might be?
Make a history check.
Oh. Hey. 10.
All of our.
You recall small fairy tale from when you were a kid of this
Hey.
little streak of lightning that seemed to lead to nowhere, but the people who followed it tend to found what they were looking for. And that's all you can recall. You don't remember how the story goes, who went looking, and what they found.
That's not ominous. Excuse me. Ragavir I kind of, the only thing I could think of was there was a story sometime about a streak of lightning that would. It never led anywhere in particular, but like those who, if you followed it, then it would take you where you were supposed to go.
Oh.
But what exactly that means, because stories can be weird like that sometimes. They're awesome, they're wonderful, beautiful, but something tells me that if it's the case in this story, it's leading us away from our current goal.
Has Alma ever heard of this story before?
You've heard a tale similar, but it had nothing to do with the lightning. You remember a tale of... actually, make an intelligence check, see if you recall it.
Oh, wow.
I know, you guys are all fucking brilliant.
13? Is that enough?
You can vaguely remember something similar following something. You do know it had nothing to do with lightning, but everything else that Ragavir said matches. So it could be some kind of lost in translation, something that kind of got mixed in, Emberlyn formed. Could be something from very old. You don't really remember.
But I remember everything except purple light.
The purple lightning makes no sense to you, but
Okay.
the tale of following something, leading nowhere in particular, but finding what you're looking for, all is like a kid's fable.
Oh, at the beginning of my watch, cast a Goodberry and distributed and held on to them, and I'll distribute them in the morning. By the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alma's gonna eat the good berry from the morning.
Okay.
Because she has it.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's it, I guess.
Second watch.
Me and Strix.
Okay.
Right.
$13.
Yep.
Strix, it's like your third day back, and you're just like, man, sleep feels good when you get it, and you just kind of go back to sleep.
Like, actually seeing things, like, actually things to see and bodily sensations to feel. This shit is amazing.
Wait,
but
so does she go back to sleep in the middle of the watch?
she just kind of like dulls off. But there's nothing. But with your 20, there's nothing that of any interest. You can barely even hear the birds like at the coast. There's nothing to pay attention to. It is just rock and sand.
Cool. Alma watches her fall asleep in the middle of the watch, like, what the fuck?
You can wake me up.
She's not going to.
Okay, then.
Third watch.
That's me. I think that's Cora and whoever has third.
Are they going to be
Oh,
Valeska this time?
Me?
Yeah.
You can both make perception checks.
Okay.
Kind of give her. I strum a little tune and I give her bardic inspiration.
Gring.
Oh, thank God. You can add a d6.
Flash roll 1d6.
Might as well use it.
Oh, that's a 17.
17. A lot of sand, a lot of rock. Seagulls. You haven't seen those before.
Kind of look at them like curiously, wide eyes. And I'm gonna sketch them. Well, I don't have a sketchbook yet, do I? Never mind.
Nope. But uneventful.
Okay.
Valeska, you can swap out with Asha unless you have anything to say.
I just I fish out one of the drinks from my pack and I like wiggle my eyebrows at her like, would you like some?
She kind of looks like a little bit caught off guard, like looks at you kind of surprised, and then just kind of like a smile slowly grows over her face, and she's like, "Oh sure, thank you."
I just like spend the rest of the watch just like passing the bottle.
Make a Constitution check.
For one bottle.
Of the liquor?
Well,
Yeah.
no,
You go into the whole fucking bottle? I won't even make you
No,
roll.
okay, not the whole
not
bottle.
for the
but-
whole bottle. Oh no!
So Cora,
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't do it.
you are used to the finer
Don't be it.
tastes. Fine wine, fine dining, Chardonnay. Whatever this is foul in comparison. The taste burns. Valeska, you're like all for it. You're like you're in a Russia, like grandma comes out, babushka. But Cora, you go to swallow it, and it just sets your throat on fire, and you're like, "Oh, I like fire. This is no, it's not. It's not good. Nope, I don't like it."
Good, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to drink it
My
if
throat.
you
I
don't
guess my throat.
like
no,
it.
no. Give it here. Give it here.
Okay. I pass her the bottle.
I'm gonna drink as much as I can.
Oh no.
It's
I just watch.
Oh no.
So anyone who's had scotch before knows this is not the way to do it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not even gonna make you roll. You go to start shaking like a mouthful, and immediately just.
Oh no. Oh no. I take the bottle from her. I think I kick some sand over the vomit. Alma is going to kill me.
You
Why
look.
is this so god awful?
You look at Cora. Her face is
Drinking
flush.
it.
Her face is flush, and she's slurring her words a little bit already.
Ugh. Ugh.
Maybe you need to sleep this off.
Surprisingly, Valeska, you're pretty good with your alcohol. You're actually feeling tipsy.
Oh wow, that was something.
Girl,
I think I need to lay down, but I feel good.
I don't think I've been this drunk since.
To note, it's been about a minute since you've taken a drink. This stuff is hard and hit fast, which is unusual.
What she said.
Well,
Shut the fuck
I
up.
drank a bunch back whenever we were at Kaliam. Like
You what?
I drank when I'm out of character. I drank at Kaliam.
No, stammer. It's appropriate.
Huh?
Stammer, stutter. It's appropriate.
I bro, this place is
bro.
fucking weird. It's like glass, except it's black.
Asha, you knew your shift was coming up, so you're already kind of like sleeping lightly, but the outburst is enough to make you kind of like open your one eye.
I kind of crawl over to Asha.
Oh.
What's just going on?
Good morning, sunshine. It is all my fault.
Sunshine. Huh, that's funny, cause she's, and she just
what?
like slaps her knee, like it's the most funny thing, creature of the night.
I shoot daggers at fucking Koro when she says that.
What did you just say?
Pay her no mind. She is drunk.
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Well, like, she's like,
What?
and
What do
Cora
you
looks
think
a little
you know
bit
about me?
confused. Like, she's got the fangs and the eyes, and she like, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna drink your blood,
Asha crosses her arms across her chest, and she says, "Silence," and she casts command.
And Cora just like stops laughing like out loud, but she's still like visibly like holding onto her stomach, kind of giggling a little, like awards a soundless giggle.
I am so sorry. I did not know that the liquor was going to be so strong. Typically, I tend to party with people who can hold their own, but I did not expect this from her. I am sorry.
It's not your fault.
You know, why is she talking about that?
I have no idea.
Groovy died.
No!
God.
No, Groovy! But whatever she is talking about, she has no idea what she is talking about.
See Cora just kind of cock her head because she can still hear you, and she's just kind of like go to talk and then realize that she can't like say anything, and she's just gonna keep like mouthing the words, but like anyway.
Alaska puts a finger out like, no. Well, enjoy your watch. If you need this, I will understand. And she hands her the bottle.
No,
Crawls over
I
next to him.
think I'll be okay without that, but perhaps a different bottle is one I have on my mind. You should get some rest.
Groovy, welcome back.
Welcome back, Groovy.
Groovy. Good night, Asha. And she's going to curl up next to Pip.
Good night.
Make your perception check, Miss Asha.
Oh, okay. I wink at her and she gets bardic inspiration.
Me?
And I go back to bed. No, Asha. I mean, I can wink at you if you want.
Oh
Might as
no,
well.
I couldn't tell you two apart. Oh,
That's a
19.
19.
19. Again,
Yeah,
not a
fuck
whole,
it. You get it too.
not a whole thing. She's not gonna reroll. Don't worry about it. Not a whole lot of interest. You do have a vested interest in one person in your group in particular, though, and as you're watching them sleep, you do see them kind of jolting a little bit. Definitely sleeping this time. It doesn't seem like they're having nightmares, but they're definitely reminiscing of something, like a dog that's dreaming of running.
Mm-hmm.
Pip.
She kind of just like patting, like rubbing Pip's back, like trying to comfort them.
Yeah, I got an arm around Pip in my sleep. Snuggle the goblin.
Y'all are so sweet.
Pip. Pip.
Hi.
Stop ignoring me.
I'm not.
You did. Being this close to the the shoreline and seeing the rocks and the change and sleeping on top of it, your dream kind of comes to you in spaces, but you do remember one portion of it being in this small town, these wooden buildings kind of around you, bigger than you remember buildings being, but also a little bit lower to the ground than you're used to. You feel yourself kind of walking. You can hear your bare feet just kind of pattering across the stone, just running. Turn a corner, turn another corner, and start heading out towards where the ships are docked. And you run up to one of these boats in particular as they're rowing onto shore, and you wait. You can feel this excitement kind of building in you, but you can also feel the hunger in your stomach. And as it comes up to shore, you can't make out a whole lot of details, and you don't see anything. You don't remember a whole lot, but you do remember this red hand, little claws for fingers, kind of handing you this piece of food that you eat. You scurry back into the comfort of the wooden abodes, dart through another street, dart through another street. It fades away into another dream that you don't remember.
Okay. Oof.
Everyone wakes up. Complete your
Am I
long
sober?
rest. No.
No.
You are going to be for another couple hours. Pip, you do recover your point of exhaustion. You do sleep through the night.
Ragavir distributes good berries.
I'm gonna be like, thanks. Thanks, Ragavir.
Look at Cora. I'm like, did something happen in the night? You're
She's drunk.
acting funny.
She's very,
Yeah.
very drunk.
Valeska gave me some of this booze, and it was like way stronger than I thought it would be.
We
How
split.
much did you drink to get you this bad?
Well,
No.
she, okay. Well, she puked, but then she kept going.
Oh. Why?
I wasn't gonna let. Listen, I wasn't gonna let it make me a wuss. Okay, I'm not a wuss. It's not the boss of me. I'm the boss of me.
You're
If you
clearly
drink
not.
with the
supposed to
bottle, you
drink
are always
alcohol.
going to lose.
She's saying this with her finger up, like she's like gonna be pointing at you and like giving you the business, but she's like a foot to the right.
So Pip, like, when he wakes up a bit more, he, like, talks to Asha again. He's like, I keep having weird dreams, but I slept better. But it was still uncomfortable.
She like pats him on the head and like gives him a little hug and is like, everything is going to be okay. No matter what happens, we will face things together, okay? You're not alone.
Okay, I'm just not sure. Okay.
And she like gives him guidance as she hugs him, so he gets warm and fuzzy feeling inside.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Give me that guidance.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Flavor.
Is that a ghost?
Is Cora? Wait, how long is Cora gonna be blitzed for?
Flowers.
A little while.
Oh my
Blitz.
God. Blitzed.
My
Does she
favorite
get
term
like
is
this?
sloshed.
Sloshed, yeah, sloshed. Does
Sauced.
she get like this often, Alma? Have you seen her like this before?
I've never seen her like this. Well, I have not seen her like this in quite a while.
There you go.
So we don't have aid anymore, correct?
No.
You do not currently have it. However, I'm going to recast it before we head on our way.
Oh,
that
hi.
hurts me.
How much hit points again?
It's 5.
It raises each target's hit points maximum and current hit points increase by 5. So it's not 10 hit points, so you can still armor Gathis.
Or max. Cool. I will wait to do that though, because it only lasts an hour.
8 lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, armor Gathis only lasts one.
Yes, big sad.
Yummy.
You guys are about 10 hours out from town. I'm not going to roll an encounter because along the Shadow Shore there's really nothing that's going to pop out at you. You do come across some like large creatures you could fight if you felt the need. Large crustacean-like creatures that kind of like hobble around on the stone, but they for the most part keep to themselves and like pick at large fish that have washed ashore and things along those lines. So if you guys want to fight a giant crab, there are certainly some that you could fight. However, you don't have
I'm
to.
just gonna look at them curiously and keep on walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a small variety. There's like big king crabs, some like pistol shrimp. Those are always fun, and then like some like lobster-looking ones. But they're all scattered about. You can gather that seafood's probably a common thing around here. But for the most part, they don't see you as food, and they don't approach or take much interest in you at all. But you see, over the 10 hours of you walking, probably 5 or 6 of them.
I wonder if I'm gonna cast message. Well, no, I'm not even gonna bother casting message. I'm gonna lean over and whisper to Alma. I wonder if one of them tastes good.
I dare you to go and bite it.
Cora's gonna like instinctually like start going towards it, and then she stops herself after like a step, and then she turns around and she's like, everyone will get mad at me if I just start attacking things.
I mean, if you're hungry.
Are we gonna eat it?
You said you were curious how it tasted, did you not?
Yeah.
You already
Cora,
had a
I'm not
good
helping
berry.
Is she
Very
still
so-
drunk?
She's starting
what- she's
to
a-
sober up.
Yeah, we got good berries.
I know, but like, I'm not really like hungry. I mean, aren't you curious? Look at it.
Not
Don't you think we
quite.
should get settled into...
So
I
quick
think
note.
if we wanted to, we can always come back, but I
Oh,
don't think we
true.
would be able to take anything with us, is the problem.
True. Oh yeah, we can. Well, let's come back and try and eat some.
So fun fact, Ragavir wouldn't know this, but Ryan does. You do need to cook crab alive in order for it to be edible.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
Like crabs have all these glands all through their body that like if you kill them, releases stuff that like dissolves the meat
Wow,
and makes it
petty.
completely inedible.
I love that for them, though.
And basically the only way to get around that is to cook them alive.
Firebolt.
That is
I love crabs, though.
That is such an asshole move. I
That's
have
so fucking petty.
I
There's
have-
no reason to do that. You're dead.
like a hard ass shell. You gotta break through it, and if you do it wrong, fuck you. You can't eat me.
Well,
I like
if you watch Castaway, it's got a really great example of that. Tom Hanks spears a crab and he cracks it
Oh.
open and just like black sludge comes out. And then
Shit.
later when he builds a fire, he like catches a crab and like spits it over the fire and then cracks open the leg and it's beautiful white meat.
Damn it, I want seafood.
Yeah, I learned something new. I know, I want crab now.
But you all continue walking
A
on.
while.
But eventually you do reach the outskirts of Port Glass.
Beautiful map.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, map lady.
Thank you, map
Yes.
lady.
Bless map
Thank you.
lady, queen of maps.
So you will all be coming in from over here.
Oh,
Oh, you're already across town.
oops.
Oh,
You don't actually have to put yourself on the map, it's just for visual representation, but
Oh.
you can all
I
mark
like
that
it.
you are here. And look at
Yeah.
yourselves. As we
Are we
reach
supposed to-
as we reach the outskirts of the town, you are on an elevation and it does kind of go down towards the coast. But you can look over the city and you can see it's a sizable settlement. It's, there's probably people who do live here, but it's probably some place that it's more like a stopping point. But Pip,
We'll pass through.
as you look over the city. Pip, you can kind of feel like this creeping sensation in the back of your head, just kind of like an uncomfortable, unknown entity just kind of like crawling up the back of your skull. It's uncomfortable, and you can feel your heart start to pound and race. You start squinting, and your head starts to hurt, and you start feeling really nauseous.
Yeah, he starts like, because I'm imagining he's still like holding Asha's hand and stuff. He like clings definitely a lot harder. Like his nails are even kind of like digging in a bit. And his like pupils, they're kind of like sharp like a cat's. And he's just like peering around anxiously and kind of like sweating. Not really talking though.
He like kind of crouches down next to him and whispers, "If you see anything dangerous or become uncomfortable, please let us know right away, okay? Don't run off and communicate with us."
Oh, yeah, I'm not. No. Don't worry. I just feel uncomfortable.
Well, we'll protect you and no one's going to hurt you here, I promise you.
Okay.
Are you afraid to be in town? I did not think you were afraid of these things.
I'm not afraid of towns. I'm just really uncomfortable here.
Have you been here before?
Out of character question. Does he definitely know, or can he get a hint?
Looking down at the city, it doesn't look quite familiar from this angle. Looking over at the docks, make a perception check.
Augie? 12.
You see 2 ships docked, but you can't really make out any details, so not a whole lot of recollection at the moment. Some of the roofs seem familiar, but you don't know how many different ways you can build a house, so coincidental maybe.
There is, it's got certainly a couple of familiar things, but, I don't really remember. I just really don't feel comfortable here. I feel, not good.
Well, if you would like, I could always give you a reading later. Sometimes it gives people peace of mind.
Yeah, sure. And he's like nervously like clamming at Asha's like hand. Like he doesn't seem to like give like a full answer at that. He's just like unfocused.
It'll be okay. I can do the talking if you want.
How much does Pip weigh? Like, is he the same size as like Bonbon?
Probably like 40 to 60 pounds, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so a little more than Bonbon, huh?
Bonbon at this point probably weighs that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I, like, take off one of my, like, layers of clothes and, like, offer him to, like, piggyback ride and I can wrap it around him so it kind of hides him in a way? It looks like maybe I have, like, I don't know, a kid on my back or something.
You can make a Bonbon satchel for Pip. Sure.
Maybe you're in it.
Yeah. Like my red sash that I have that I wear.
Sure. You can do that.
Okay. I do that. Do you want to stay close to me like Bonbon, Pip?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. And she like hoists him and wraps him up.
He kind of like tucks down in it as much as he can, but his tail's sticking out.
Oh, she takes her like head scarf, and puts it on top of his head. There you go.
You are pushing the limits of what you can carry with all of your equipment and stuff.
Okay.
Pip is small, but he's not, It's not an insignificant amount. He's still like 3.5 feet tall ish. 3 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
What
yeah.
am I carrying? Oh, I don't have these anymore. I sold those. These are gone.
But you can certainly do it.
Okay. Cool.
We heading into town?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make your way down towards, and eventually you do kind of hit the grooves of a road, somewhat more gridded so that the cart isn't kind of like slipping over the smooth stone. But you make your way down, and Grigory and Bonbon are having a hell of a time with the slant, but they're making it work.
Oh.
They're
But
doing such a good job. They're almost there.
but you can see a couple of houses, some residents, some bigger buildings that have multiple doors to them. You can gather they're probably some kind of like apartments of some form. But you do see some people going about their day, carrying things to and fro, some people talking in the streets. You make your way down into the city.
Keep my eyes out for it. I'm gonna turn for like where, if there's any like reliquary here. Like where exactly are we supposed to be taking this stuff to?
I was waiting for someone to ask that question.
Yes, I was just about to ask.
You can take out the mission note that you have. It's you are tasked with the delivery of 5 crates of unmarked goods to a person known as Olag. It's a warehouse near the docking ports. That's all you got.
Right. Okay, and I'm gonna start heading towards the docking ports.
Sure. You all turn and start making your way in. Pip.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, hot. I'm not great at this. Well, I'm decent. Oh.
Oh.
You look around and you start seeing streets. Similar ones. Ones you've run down, been chased down. The second word kind of comes to you randomly. One you didn't think, just heard. And you start digging your claws into Asha again. And despite the best of yourself, you can feel yourself kind of like the fear rising, and you kind of swallow it, but the nausea settles in, and you start shaking your head.
Is his whole body shaking too?
Yeah, you would be trembling at this point, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, he's shaking. I'm imagining Oshka probably could feel that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Pip, are you okay?
Oh.
The more you
Yes,
take
sir.
steps and the more you start walking towards the docks, the worse the feeling starts to get.
Do you want to stop? I'm worried for you, little one.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know.
Are any of the group around me like,
I assume we're all like bunched together.
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
walking with the cart.
Yeah, probably nearby.
okay. See, we've got the whole group here. I'm sure everyone will protect you if anything happens. We will not let anything happen to you. If anyone wants to do anything, they will have to go through us, okay? And she like pats him on the head gently, trying to reassure him.
I mean, he listens, but at this point, he's not really like too responsive. He's still like shaking.
Yeah.
And the group of you are
It's out of
getting
his control.
some looks because you're having a cart pulled by a donkey and a chinchilla. But looking around, some of the aesthetics and the things you're picking up, this is not a place of high living. You can see people wearing tattered clothes, some torn cloths, tan lines, salt burns. If you've ever seen people who are like extremely dehydrated, they start sweating salt. You can see a lot of that on people who are like lifting and moving things. Definitely run down, definitely a hard-ass town. Also, one thing that you've all duly noted after leaving Kalium in the state it was in, you don't see anything resembling a guard.
Mm.
Not even any second order
Nothing.
people?
We're gonna get mugged.
Yeah, I'm keeping a very close eye on my possessions, like ready to grab my staff if needed.
Alrighty. Continuing onward.
Yeah, before we go on, I am going to cast Enhance Ability Owl's Wisdom on myself.
Okay.
So I have advantage on
All wisdom stuff.
all wisdom stuff, and I think something else. Oh, yeah, no, Owl's Wisdom is just wisdom checks. Okay. Most of the other ones have some other additional thing.
Yep.
Just advantage on wisdom checks.
Sounds good.
Alright. I'm gonna armor up. You got this.
I've got like I've got a whatchamacallit. 8 is on R3. I don't remember if I said it earlier, but
You did.
okay, cool.
Cast the spell. Valeska kind of makes all the ice cling, and as you cast the spell and like start making it form around you, people start giving you looks. Like, oh, are they getting ready to like throw down? We doing a
Ragnar
brawl?
got to do his thing. Why
Sorry.
is that not visible? I said Ragnar got to do his thing.
Sorry,
Why is that not visible?
I just chose you out of the group. You're all casting spells simultaneously, so people are paying attention to the group. It's not just you.
Okay.
I just chose you because yours is a bit more has a
Flashing.
lingering effect. But people are like looking at you, and you see some of the dock workers kind of set their stuff down and like do that tough man like knuckle crack just in case. Just watch you.
Alma's gonna stare back at them.
Yeah, she gives him like a deadpan look.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
Can I
Ragavir's
assist
all
her?
smiles and offering like friendly nods.
Can I give her advantage?
Sure.
Or just roll by myself?
You can give her advantage.
Okay.
Roll again.
Do it again. Nice.
See some of like the gruffer old sailor types, just like you give them the look, and there's. But they pick up their stuff.
Scary
And...
Alma and then like Valeska like squinting right behind.
But they give that kind of spit on the ground, pick up their
Yeah.
stuff, and they continue moving along.
Nice.
But
So should we all start making our way to wherever this warehouse is?
you have been.
folks?
Yeah.
You've been.
We've already been to the warehouse?
No, you're making
been
your way
walking.
there.
We're already
Making our way
walking
downtown.
away? Sorry.
Yeah.
Totally missed that. I got
Um,
caught up in staring the sailors down.
It just kind of like pats Alma on the back, and she's like, "Yeah, that's right. Give him the what for."
I can actually do. Give me this.
Strix has a very intense expression on her face as she looks at everyone around her, but she always has an intense expression on her face, so this is just normal.
True. New ambience for people who want it. You guys start making your way through, and at about the halfway point, you pass this large church building that just kind of stands up on your right. Strix, Alma, and Asha can all make religion checks if you'd like.
18.
Got it. Okay. Strix Make one more intelligence check for me.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm. It's not a symbol of a god. You know that, but it is a symbol of a deific being. One of great power. 1 second, let me pull it up so I can get you the right information for it. So it is the symbol of somebody named Harimbel. Harimbel. It is a figure from long, long ago, and you don't remember many details about him, just the name. But you have seen the symbol once before.
I don't recognize it with an 18.
You do not. Very hard DC, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Where you recognized it before wasn't in any text, any depiction, any sculptures, any paintings. Where you recognized it was after touching an obelisk in a very confusing projected dome above someone's head.
Do I head?
Valeska's.
Oh, shit.
In
Do
it.
I recognize this then?
You do not. Because the only reason Strix remembers this is, one, there are tales in very specific books with very specific people. So you got the name, you got the who, and then the only reason you remember it is because you rolled so high on your intelligence, you picked it out of the collage that was over Valeska's head of the multitude of symbols.
Drix just sort of stops and is staring at this symbol.
Does the rest of the group stop?
Something wrong? Yeah, if I see your stop, I'll stop.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Oh no, cookies.
Hello?
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, my audio's been fucky all night. I don't know why. But
I can hear you now.
if you can hear me now, that's good. Yeah, I say, Valeska, that symbol, it was one of those that was over your head in the dome.
That kind of takes a second to look at it. Was it? I still am not quite sure what that means. But it is strange to see that in the world. Do you know what it is?
It, I know that it's the, symbol of Harimbel. He wasn't a god, but he was a powerful being.
Apparently,
Did I cut out
powerful
again?
enough to- No, I was taking a note. Apparently powerful enough for some people to worship. Can I like peek inside the church and see like what's going on? If there's anything going on?
Sure, if you want to open the door.
Yeah.
You kind of look
Open the door.
You peer in and you see a couple of people, not a lot, about 3 or 4, all wearing brown robes, currently listening to one person talk. There isn't like a pedestal or like an altar or anything where someone's preaching, but they're all kind of like gathered around a couple of benches and just talking to one another.
I listen in. Do I hear anything like interesting other than just like a sermon?
Make a
Like
perception
what
check.
are they? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, can I make a perception
Wow.
check as well?
Sure.
21.
Okay.
Oh.
Get what you get with that 21.
You listen in, and of the conversation, there isn't a whole lot of interest. Some of them are talking about what to do in the coming days for, rations and foods for the sick. Some of them are mentioning the kids from the other side of the town, but it seems like a normal meeting for people who kind of delegate those kinds of things. You don't pick up anything particularly of interest.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look at Strix. You are sure this was associated with me?
Yes. It must be.
I thought there would be more dancing.
Well, I can't really speak to that, but
Pip,
Hello.
looking up at the church building, can you make another wisdom save for me?
Okay, hot.
Bro.
Nat 20, baby, let's go. Well, 17, good enough.
17. Looking up at the building, you just feel your mind kind of like roll back again and just think and think. Sitting on a stone floor, eating food, not eating food, having no food, sitting on the dirt, and you just start feeling sick again.
And he kind of like flattens his ears and he just like still tries to bury himself deep in like the little pouch, but he can't really get any deeper.
Pip, it's gonna be okay. She's like trying to comfort him, like, because she doesn't know fully what's going on, and she's just like worried about the little guy.
The only thing you've noticed, Pip, since you've gotten to the town is the further you head towards the docks, the worse it gets.
He's not really responsive to much right now, so he's just, yeah, he's just in the pouch, shaking.
What are the rest of you doing?
Chilling, like kind of watching.
Yeah, I'm just watching Molestica.
okay. Yeah, if nothing interesting's happening in the church, I guess I'll duck out.
Yeah, I'll follow Strix. We have a delivery to do anyway.
Yep.
Okay, you guys are gonna continue heading towards the docks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go to Oleg, right?
Yep.
Olag.
Log.
Oh, wow, keep coming.
You start making your way, and the docking port itself is up a couple of stairs, and there's a whole, you can hear like some hustle and bustle, like a small market kind of up there, but from the instructions that you're reading, you gather the warehouse itself isn't there, and sure enough, you come up to a large enough building. I realize I had to do one more thing. 1 second. So sorry.
You good, you good.
Do. Okay, get that sorted. And as you all approach the warehouse, Donkey and Bon Bon in tow, the rolling of your cart kind of following along, you see two figures standing outside. One female halfling, white hair, kind of sun-bleached, a lot of random clothing and belts just kind of like strapped together. It looks like a 13-year-old's interpretation of what cool would look like if you were a pirate. And then you see a very ridiculously buff older gentleman talking to her, standing up by the door in the warehouse. Shirt off, hair, old. Looks very old, but ridiculously in shape. Uncomfortably in shape. It's very strange. Emphasis. Pip.
Hi.
Unfortunately, no save associated with this one.
Uh-oh.
As you look up, and you look up over the warehouse, you hear in your head, "I pray we never meet again." And every instinct in your body tells you to not be here. Anywhere else is fine. And you don't want to be where you are.
Hey, in response to that, he's gonna start rapidly, like, moving around in the pouch and say, Asha, I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, where should we go? And she,
Anywhere
like,
else.
kind of clings to him. She looks over to, Valeska, and, Valeska, something is very wrong with Pip. I think I need to get him away from here. I don't know what's going on.
Pip,
But something is very wrong.
Are you okay, Pip? I'm going to vibe check Pip.
You're gonna vibe check him?
Yeah, vibe check Pip.
It is like a strobe light going up and down rapidly.
What is going on?
I think we need to get Pip away from here, wherever here. I don't know specifically where, but I
Away.
don't like to
Away.
break up the group.
Okay.
We have to deliver that, but I have to get him away from here, so...
At this point, Pip, you're probably going to attempt to just break out.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
gonna go with
Alma
them.
grab him?
You can try if you want to hold him down.
Yes.
Sure. Make an athletics check. Pip, you can contest it.
Contest at what?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, you know I'm going acrobatics.
Oh.
Tie goes to Pip and
Yeah.
slips out. There is no malice in Pip's intent. There is no rhyme or reason, but Pip is going in a different direction that is not here.
Oh shit, I'm gonna take off after Pip.
Can I
Oh,
cast
yeah.
command
If you'd like to.
and say halt to Pip?
What's
Alma,
What's the
grab him.
What's the saving throw?
The save is, boop-a-doop-a-doo, wisdom saving throw. What the fuck, why isn't it? Okay, hold on, let me check my other sheet. Command,
wisdom.
14, wisdom.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save, Pip.
I pass.
You say?
Pip bolts down an alley and just continues onward. Those who are
Is
keeping
Alma able to
pace.
keep up?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Is Alma able to keep up? Because she started running as she
Yeah,
missed.
if you guys go to chase him, you can follow him.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
I'm still looking, trying to see what's like going on, seeing the color.
I'm going to, like,
I'll
shout to the group. Something's wrong with Pip, we've gotta...
You watch as Pip goes away, that flickering kind of stops and it just kind of steadies into what it was beforehand as he gets further away. And then
Where was
turns a corner.
Oh, okay. Maybe a few of us should go and drop off this stuff, and then...
Yeah. I say that and then I chase after Pip.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's see, who's... Alma, Valeska, Pip, and Strix are chasing, right?
Valeska, do you want to be chasing? You just said you were vibe checking.
Yes.
So okay, so
Oh,
you're
yeah,
after.
I'm following the color, seeing if it gets better, seeing
Okay.
what's happening with him.
So that leaves Ragavir, Cora, and Asha at the donkey.
Okay.
And Bonbon?
Yes. Perhaps we just deliver the goods and then we can regroup with them and make it as quick as possible. She like the sound of her voice is like she does not like what's going on, but it's an is what it is situation.
Okay.
Does that dude have his underwear on?
No, it's a pants.
No.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
we got the monk on the case.
Yeah, the rest of you take off after pick and Strix. You start gaining ground.
It's rest.
I seem to recall this
My
happening
God.
once before.
But
Yeah,
as you
listen.
chase Pip, you start making turns that you didn't know you knew how to make, and you kind of start navigating town. The getting chased part is driving your anxiety through the roof and bringing back flashes of people screaming, yelling, obscenities, slurs, just general mean things at you. Then you eventually, the voices get really loud and you start having a hard time seeing through like blurred eyes. You eventually turn a corner that you're familiar with, and that crate that you used to sit behind is right there where it was, and you curl up behind it, and the rest of you turn a corner. Don't immediately see Pip, and all of you are like, oh shit. But continuing down the alley, you can see Pip kind of curled up in a ball.
Is it like a dead end?
It's not a dead end, but it's pretty significantly away from public eye.
Alright, what can I see on him?
It's all settled. It's normal, kind of like what you've seen before. Doesn't seem to be dire, other than his emotional state. The rest of you can, see the same thing. The feelings, Pip, have started to subside. You don't feel the need to hyperventilate. You don't feel the urge to like be on a different planet, but you still feel uncomfortable.
I'm gonna come up beside Pip, just like really quiet, and like kneel down. Try to like, is he like cowering, like he can't see any of us?
That is going to be up to Girk.
Yeah, he's cowering.
Okay, I'm gonna try and like move his hand away from his face and say it's okay. I don't know what that was, but I know that it's something a little bit more than just feelings, yes?
I don't understand it, but I do. I don't understand it, but I do. I don't like it here.
It's okay. It's okay. There seemed to have been some sort of creature or influence messing with you. I do not know why. And she's just like stroking Pip's head at this point, trying to calm him down. It's
What do you mean
not
by that?
It is some sort of force. I do not know what. But it is understandable your need to want to get away from it.
I guess so. I just know that the closer we got to the docks, started freaking out. Heard a voice. I'm freaking out.
None of the rest of you felt anything when we were over there, correct? Just you, Pip?
I didn't
Well,
feel
I
it.
did.
I felt nothing strange.
Alma is probably like a few feet away from them, just kind of like watching over, but not like necessarily trying to come any closer than she really needs to.
Okay, you watch someone kind of like drunkenly like bouncing off the wall, kind of make its way past you. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strix is watching this conversation intently, but she is standing back near Alma.
We don't have to go to the docks
Yeah.
if you don't want to.
I don't want to, but I really don't want to. It makes me afraid. But I don't understand.
Is it like, was it like one sort of force trying to like overpower whatever Pip's like natural one was, or was it like a multitude of colors that I saw?
You always see a multitude when it comes to Pip. You gather the fluctuation was basically Pip hitting a crossroads. Like, depending on what Pip chooses, that the light was going to go one way or the other.
Oh. Okay. I think it is best that you maybe do not go there. I think it will be very dangerous if you do.
I don't know. I don't like it at all. But I don't know. I just don't know. I don't remember.
The rest of you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, the rest.
The people who are still with the cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the Olog.
You should be able
That-
to move your tokens. Hopefully you can see the map.
Is this Olag up here? Maybe.
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 I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna go up to there and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, are one of y'all Olog?"
You see the little halfling girl turn. What of it?
Oh, we have a delivery for you.
Oh, where from?
We're from Kaliam.
Oh, finally. It has been weeks. Reliquary, right?
Yes.
Good. Get your asses inside. We can discuss.
Okay.
Can I
Is this-
inside talk them?
Yeah, I need to make sure, like, are they being deceptive? Is this actually who we're supposed to be meeting?
Yeah, I would
Make
like
a-
to
make an
inside
ins-
check this.
Make an insight check.
As well.
Sure.
Here's my insight. There it is. Oh, come on.
Okay.
Come along now, I wouldn't lie. It doesn't appear to be deceitful.
Should we
Flying.
should we
It appears like you were
mark-
talking to Olag.
Okay.
Should we leave the cart outside?
Sebastian, go unload. We can bring it into the main room and go from there. In, please. I don't bite. Gotta get this stuff loaded. It's been quite a while. But she will open the door and make her way inside, and Sebastian will step aside. Walking past him, Ragavir, it's a human, but he's standing eye level with you.
Cool. I just give him a friendly nod as I walk past, and I'm going to use my final wild shape. Oh wait, no, we've had a rest. I've got them all restored.
Yep.
I'm going to use a wild shape to summon an owl and leave it on the cart, and just periodically pop my eyes in and keep an eye out.
You see Sebastian look at the owl, just...
No,
Bird.
not for you, friend. Just others. You understand.
He makes his way over and he starts taking it in. And as you guys are having the conversation, you'll see him kind of dropping the crates in this room by himself, lifting them. And you do know these crates are fucking heavy. So, it's about time. We've been waiting for fucking weeks.
On us, we left as soon as we got the job, but it had been sitting on the board for I don't even know how long. So.
What, do people not like a good delivery? Is it not good enough for you guys? Well, I guess it's good enough for you lot, right?
Yeah.
We have no problems with deliveries.
Well, we're glad that you brought it. Everything's unchecked, right? You haven't opened, peered through, you wouldn't do that, right?
No, we are not nosy people.
Oh, that's good. I wouldn't want to have to take your fingers. So, payments, as discussed, I'm sure they discussed it with you, yes?
Did they discuss it with us?
No.
No. In fact, payment was not discussed.
Oh my lord, I do not know why we hire other people. We should have just sent our own. It would have been here faster. So, for the 4 crates, specifically, 20 gold each. And then the last crate, assuming it is all well intact, it has been raining a bit. You did cover it, right?
It covered it that well. It was a pretty thin blanket.
Right. Well, inspection of the goods then before we get to that one. But I saw all the crates. Sebastian, are they all here? I count 5. Is the wine ours? Or liquor? It's a wine bottle, but I don't think it's
Are you
wine.
interested in it?
We've got the liquor's ours, but we brought it with us, hoping to sell to someone. But I don't suppose y'all are looking for a fuck ton of liquor, are you?
Does it look like we're in the market for a fuck? Yes, we want liquor. We're fucking sailors. Is it good?
Oh, it's very good. It's got this one going real good actually. Very potent stuff.
It's very strong. I will say that.
You look like you can handle a shot. I think I would like to maybe.
I'm gonna take out one of my bottles that I haven't drank from, and I'm gonna hand it over, like pour a little bit in my mess kit cup and hand it to him.
Well, you know how to treat a lady. The halfling kind of takes it, slams it down, and. Dear God!
We'll put some hair on your chest, no?
Oh, I think it's gonna put hair everywhere. Oh my lordy. Woo!
A little bit goes a long way.
But if it's strong, that means it works well.
Yes, it works too well. Sebastian, Jesus Christ.
Cora reaches over and pats her back.
Valeska somewhere is like, fucking amateurs.
Oh, how much of that shit do you have?
We've got about let me think.
You have 25 bottles on the cart plus 2 per person, assuming everyone wanted to carry some.
We've got 25 bottles to sell, and they're all about this size.
How much you selling it for? That is. Ooh.
How much you looking to buy for?
We're not really. We were not really in the market of selling alcohol. I was thinking about how big is the bottle?
You're looking at probably.
Like a wine bottle looking sort of thing?
Probably 1.5 liters ish.
Yeah. Okay. We were thinking maybe 4 or 5 gold a bottle. Maybe? Done.
Sold.
Okay.
All of it. She kind of spits in her hand, holds it out for you to shake.
Cora just gives her a wide grin and she spits in her hand and shakes it.
Alright, sailor's honor. 5 gold a bottle.
Okay, so that gives us at least 125 depending on how after they inspect them. So you said you needed to inspect the goods?
One of the crates in particular had some perishables. If it get wet, assuming it's not wet, we can discuss that price. Speaking of,
What? I'm sorry. We hadn't realized that it was supposed to be covered.
that's all right. It appears that the incompetent fools over at that encampment didn't really provide a whole lot of detail. As Sebastian's like going to grab like the wine or the liquor bottles at this point. Vignette, come here, please.
Oh no.
Tiefling incoming.
Excuse you. You see a door open and a red-skinned tiefling with ivory horns and blue eyes kind of steps out. Yes. Can you help open up the back? Let Sebastian in. Certainly, Olag. She kind of turns on her heels, closes the doors behind her, and scurries off. You can hear footsteps leave the doorway and then go silent.
Cora's gonna turn to her and be like, so is that like your employee or your wife or?
Sorry, one more time. I was reading general.
She's gonna like turn to the halfling Olag and be like, is that like your employee or your wife?
That is one of my shipmates. A bit above my league, if I do say so myself.
Above your league? Well, she's above you, but I mean, I don't think you should sell yourself short.
I roll a different way anyway. I have certain interests, and she kind of like looks over at Ragavir.
Oh my god.
Does like the eyebrow.
I think your
Ragavir looks in the direction, like locks eyes with her, and then just like looks in the direction of wherever Sebastian is.
Cora just like reaches over and pats her shoulder and says, "I think you're barking up the wrong tree there, hon."
Oh, I will bark up any tree if it's that tall.
and then Cora just kind of laughs. Fair
At
enough.
that point, Ragavir's eyebrows just kind of like rise up, and he just kind of stares at the floor.
Well then, she goes and like grabs a crowbar off the side and snaps her kneecaps. I mean, goes over to the boxes. She's gonna hop on. So I couldn't help it.
It's just kind of like, how do we react to this now?
But she like clambers up on top of one of the crates in particular and kind of looks it over and jams the crowbar in. And instead of like wrenching it like you normally would, their halfling size, she just kind of like how you would drop in with a skateboard, but just onto the crowbar and just kicks it up. Make a perception check, Asha and Ragavir.
Yoo-hoo!
That's a 5. Why are you rolling with advantage?
Owl's wisdom is still up. It's an hour-long spell.
Oh, well, you know, fuck you.
Jesus.
Inside the crate, you notice this soft gold powder.
Is everything safe and sound?
She's kind of like holding herself up to the crate and like holding her head in. It looks like it is good to go. Good thing we made these crates ourselves. So that'll be.
Know what that is?
Make a nature check.
Damn it, nature isn't wisdom.
Maybe it's powdered dandelion.
Cool.
So
well,
20 gold for each floor, and for the other one was it a different price?
20 gold for the 4 crates, and then this all looks to be intact, so 2,000.
Beautiful.
Wait, 2,000 for that crate?
Yes.
Just that crate?
That is what the nice lady said.
I can make
Like-
it less.
No. That's it. I was just surprised. I didn't know we were carrying something so valuable.
Cora? Cora.
Yes. Yes.
Cora. Discretion, Cora.
Yes.
There.
Perhaps it's best if you forget you are carrying it. How about that? Make it 2,500 and you forget you ever delivered it. You don't seem
Sounds
to be
good to me.
Keep an eye on your friend. She doesn't seem to be the type to catch the mood. Let me go get your payment. She kind of puts the lid back over the crate.
Asha shoots Cora a look like, don't you fucking dare. Like, don't press her.
She just kind of like shuts up at the mention of more gold.
She smiles at her when she notices that.
Olag walks by you, kind of like takes the crowbar and like whacks the back of your knee so you fall a little bit. Goes over to this crate over here. Or, not crate, but, you know, fishes through a drawer and pulls out a bag.
Hit hard for halfling.
I can hit harder if you'd like.
Maybe do you like that kind of thing, Cora?
Not around my friends. I'm not a public kind of gal. Thanks though. And she just kind of gives her like a cheeky wink.
Well, we have a back room.
Maybe some other time.
That's fine. You'd break anyway. She kind of plops the bag up onto the table and you hear tink.
Shrugs. Fair enough.
So 125 for the wine, or rum, sorry, it's in a wine bottle. It's so hard to get that straight. 80 gold for the other crates, and 2,500 gold for you to forget that you delivered a fifth one.
I don't even know what a fifth is. Sounds great.
Fifth of vodka, very good.
Yes.
Starts pulling out platinum coins and divvies it out. So you will have 2,500, 2,580.
2,705.
There you go. How the fuck did you get 5 gold for the 25? Got it. 2,705 gold. You hear 2 big doors kind of close, and you gather it was these ones, and Sebastian kind of walks back in. So we got the liquor. Yes, Sebastian, you can help yourself. If you really feel so inclined, hopefully one bottle will make you forget that we have it. And kind of grabs it and kind of walks by and kind of nudges Cora to the side a little bit and then takes a seat.
Well, we should probably get out of your hair. I'm sure you people are very busy.
Sure. Bye.
If you have any other delivery quests, perhaps we can be of assistance in the future.
Will you be staying in town?
Probably not too long.
Well, there's possibilities of us needing some help with a few other things. You seem persuadable into being tight-lipped. Perhaps we can make some form of arrangements if you are sellswords.
That could probably be arranged. We'd have to talk with our companions.
Certainly. There's only one tavern, so it's not too hard to find you. If you'd like. The Calling Coast. It's run by quite a little... You know, I want to say fireball, but at the same time I want to call her a rodent. I don't like her very much. She's very eccentric. Also small.
So
you
there's...
said that was the Calling Coast. Okay.
Yes, it's just... actually, if you leave the building and go straight to your left and just keep going, you'll run right into it.
Oh, well, we appreciate the guidance, and perhaps our paths will cross again in the future.
I certainly hope it would. And she looks at Ragavir. If you don't want to stay in a tavern, though, we can arrange some stuff.
Cora laughs.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'll be staying with my companions. Thank you.
Goes back to her business, kind of like resorting the coins and reorganizing the room. Kind of ushers you all out, and you can all leave.
As we leave, like, before we leave, Asha's just gonna, like, kind of, like, not, like, whisper, but, like, quietly say to the lady, like, I'm sure we'll meet again. You'll have another chance, and like kind of grin at her, like being that like friendly towards her, like.
His loss wouldn't be the first dragon.
Oh, yikes.
Holy shit.
I can't even see what this GIF is, but it just says gay, pussy, homosexual GIF. In the like little text the text title, you know.
So yeah, as we like after we get out of the door and the door's closed, Asha's gonna turn to Cora and Ragavir and say like, we need to get back to the others fast, quickly. Very quickly.
Okay, yeah, let's get to the others.
She's gonna be moving very quickly, like eyes opened.
Sure. Back to the.
Ragavir's gonna manage the cart and everything.
Yep, you get Bun Bun and Gregory together. Your cart is empty, no crates, no liquor. So they have an easy time pulling it. Back to the Pip group.
Pip squad.
So,
What?
Pip squad here.
Pip squeaks.
Fucking gold. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, Strick says we should make our way back to the group.
We
Pip, you
can't be going towards the docks.
Well, maybe one of us stays with Pip. The others need to be informed that he's all right at the very least.
I will stay with you, Pip.
Okay. I don't know if it'd be better if we went somewhere not in the open. I don't know.
Pip, while you're sitting in this alleyway, you get like a brief flashback, just kind of like looking up at Valeska. You can remember like a couple stones and like a empty sack near this crate and putting stuff behind it, and kind of stick out of it and kind of like look around and you see the sack.
Can I make out at all? You said stones, right?
Like some like you put like an empty sack down and then put stones over it so you couldn't move it, or like it wouldn't blow
Okay.
away.
Okay.
You look down the alleyway and you can see it exactly as you remember, sort of.
I kind of like blink a bit and I nervously like get up. Can I like move towards it?
No, your legs don't work anymore. Yes, you can move towards it.
My legs.
Legs. Okay. My legs. SpongeBob voice. I kind of like move over and I start moving the rocks. I'm not really responding to anyone. I'm just like so engrossed in this.
You all watch Pip
Just
randomly just get up.
Yeah, sit there and watch him. Like,
I'll
well,
follow.
at least, he's functional now, doing things.
You move
What
the
are you
rocks
looking
aside.
for?
Move the sack aside, and you can see a little wooden case, probably about 2 feet long, maybe 6 inches wide, and maybe 6 inches tall. A little small wooden rectangle.
Alma's following to make sure that like there's no other people who are following them down this alley.
Pip moved maybe 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, still, she's
Yeah.
watching.
Is it openable?
Yeah, it's got a little lock in the front.
Do I remember anything about the lock or the box I'm holding?
Not really.
Can I try and pick the lock?
What's-
Sure. You take out your thieves' tools and you go to pick the lock and just instinctively just hit all of the notches. Just click it open with ease, like you've done it 100 times.
Okay. And I'm gonna look in the box.
You click it open.
Yeah, I'll peer over Pip and also look in the box.
Okay. Inside the box, about 2 feet long, you see a small silver flute.
Huh.
And that's where we will end tonight.
Ooh,
Hot.
mystery.
Oh,
The gang is fucking split up again. How does this keep happening?
This is great.
Pip could not go there though, and we had to like do
Yeah,
it.
I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
leaving. I'm not leaving Pip. Fuck
Also
that.
great. I fucking hate
Yeah.
you. Oh my god.
Why are you such a poo poo pee pee man, huh?
I hate me
Boy,
too.
you're harder.
Great.
Boy.
That was so good though. That was
Yeah,
so
that's
good
great.
though. Like holy
Great.
shit.
I was sweating bullets.